Okay, I think I'm up.
Hey guys! So welcome. I know it's been a while, but I gotta take some time for myself. But I'm here. I'm here. So it's another episode of Candace Michelle Views where I give my opinion on what I'm viewing on any mainstream media platform that you can think of. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Come in, whoever wants to be here. I know I have a small selected audience, so I hope whoever is with me pops up whenever I pop up is very much obliged. Is very much obliged. But hey, how's everybody doing? Hi, I see some people. Hey, Karma, Mick Marty in Hollywood. Thank you for being here with me. I so much appreciate a little company while I'm doing my lives. Yeah, so as you can see, the title says Pinocchio, the lying puppet, and I do want to go over some things of Pinocchio and how he always wanted to be a real boy, and this is based on an Italian kind of story where his nose is getting longer because he's a liar. So I do kind of want to talk about that because obviously all Disney movies are kind of correlated to history and the truth and the lies is being told in history. So anyway, I want to get into that, but of course, before we do that, we got to do a recap of my last live, where I was talking about Dame Dash possibly being a twin of Proposition Joe from The Wire. And I felt like that was so crazy that after I did that live, um, Dane Calloway did about 5 lives back to back, like consecutively, like literally the next day, the next day, the next day, the next day. And even was saying things like, oh, the first live that he did, I know, like I put a post on my community board. So, I don't know if you guys are on YouTube when you go down the like For You page and you do like a little community post. But I did do a community post after his first live or two. It was like, he ended it or saying something like, oh, incorporating his wife. I don't want to do wife like that. His wife. Like, I don't want to do quotation marks. But he was incorporating his wife and was like, oh, I got to go cook. It's my turn to cook or whatever. So I just felt like he was like doing too much. And doing too much kind of seems like guilt being guilty. I kind of was like saying little jokes saying like, oh, he made run his house with the iron fist, and he sounds a little bit stern. When it comes to his wife, when he's like communicating with his wife, like I was kind of just saying my observations because literally Capricorns are very observative and we're very good at reading characters, right? So I just was trying to be funny, and on top of that, I'm really good at realizing that a lot of signs, like zodiac signs, they do so show the same traits. So because of his zodiac sign and what he has been doing thus far of me watching him on YouTube, I kind of like made insinuations that, and of course, just in my opinion, I made insinuations that he may, kind of go, he might kind of go like, he might backhand his wife once or twice out the year. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I feel like he's giving like, how they show that picture of Ike and he like, he's kind of giving like Ike-ish behavior, right? And that was just something I was just saying off of like how he was like talking, and I'm just like, I know these kind of guys. Like I know these kind of guys, right? So I just felt like he could have just brushed it off. Like, listen, my views are not that big. Like, I don't even get 1,000 views no more. So for him to do so many consecutive lives and then like incorporate his wife and be like, oh, I gotta make the dinner, and my wife and this, it just felt so guilt. It just seemed like he was very guilty. And it's like, bruh, if that's what you're doing, you can stop at any time. Like, you can stop at any time being abusive. I'm not saying you do it all the time, but I'm pretty sure you're very demanding. It kind of shows in demanding people that talk the way they talk, very condescending. he's very complimentive, but he's also very like shot calling. Like, and it's just most likely his zodiac sign as well, where it's really stemming from. And I just said what I said, and I didn't mean to ruffle his little family because his wife sounded a little tart. He had her do like a whole video. He had her do like a whole commentary video on like his second or third live, like, and it just seemed like she was like trying to make her points, and he kept popping up. And I'm like, listen, if you guys are like, he's like, oh, we've been married for. Listen, if what I said was incorrect, and you did not put your hands on her at all throughout this whole year, throughout the whole 2023, to disregard what I said last video. But you doing 5 lives back to back and incorporating that it's your turn to cook lunch, dinner, and oh, let me check with the wife first. Like, it just seems mad guilty because, like, when were you ever doing that before? And when did you ever come on live 5 times back to back before? Incorporating a lot of things that had, like, with your wife and how your dynamic of your marriage is. It's like, okay, like, maybe I misspoke or maybe you're guilty. But anyway, I'm going to just leave it alone because I did see that Dame sent a couple of his contributors that he set them bomb off, all those bombs. He sent all them bombs off for his contributors, and they came in my comments saying leave Dame alone and this and that. Like I'm some type of whatever they call it. I don't know what the hell word they specifically used, but it was like basically like I'm trying to distract or whatever from somebody doing something good. Like, okay, if people are doing something good, it should have shown by now. This is about 4 years in, right? 4 years in. The views that he accumulates are 50,000 and up, probably 100,000, could even reach 1 million views. So you would think with that kind of support, consistently, with all these bombs going off every goddamn live, like I feel like I'm overseas. You know what I'm saying? Like, where am I? Am I in Libya? Am I in what's the other place called? Am I in Palestine? Where am I at right now? Where all these bombs is going off when I'm watching his lives, right? I don't know. I already know. I'm about to. I think I should one now. One moment. Let me. I tell you. Being on live, like no matter if it's YouTube or if it's like TikTok, for some reason your nose starts to run or itch. Like I swear, my nose wasn't doing enough to do this whole fucking time. And then here I am on live or I'm on TikTok or something. And then next thing you know, you're rubbing your nose every 5 seconds like you play games. And I don't play those games. But anyway, so yeah, what I was talking about. Yeah, so I'm gonna get off a day. I don't want no more of his supporters to come in my comments getting upset thinking that he's doing something positive for everybody when I just feel like I haven't seen it. And then once he starts talking about a 13%, it kind of scares me off because that was the same thing that other lady was saying that other lady was a 7%. And we all know that the 1% is like in rulership. So it's like, I don't know. I believe that regular people are in the 99%. That's why they do DNA. It's always 99 point like something. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we're like all the way down at the fucking bottom at 99%. So I don't really trust people that are percenters. I feel like they're a part of the pyramid. And when you're in the pyramid and you're a regular person like me, we're all the way at like 99.9%, which is like the very fucking bottom. Carrying all the weight of Proposition Joe, Dane Calloway, and other percenters that possibly are in has a degree, master's degree, not just a degree, because a lot of people are like, oh, I got degrees in a sorority, a part of a group, passed down the family. Like I believe that a lot of these people they always bring up their family members. So that's a quick indication. Every time we come across these people, they show you all the indications that I tell you. I told you how to spot them or what to hear for and to look for, and they always give us that same information. Not only is he the 13 percenter, he said that his grandmother, that's it's always a grandmother, grandfather, who's my mother, who's my father. You know, it's always somebody that was apart, and then they get somebody that they feel like is going to do just as well and get them apart. And all they have to do is do the job well. You know what I'm saying? And they'll get the views. It'll get sent to them because these people are all together. This is how they make their money. So anyway, so yeah, we're gonna leave Dame alone. If you feel like Dame is doing everything that he could do out of the 4 years of support that he had, you feel like he's just like made such leadway. I'm not saying it can't take a long time, but the plans that he had came up with, what was that? Well, before I did the video that I did, his plans were to outlay more money, make a GoFundMe, to try to accumulate some type of land. And like first of all, that's not what we're fucking trying to establish. What we're trying to establish is the whole goddamn United States, and if not just the United States, the whole entire world, because it belongs to the people that built it. Okay, it was a certain genius mind, certain blueprints, and certain people that was able to accomplish these things, and it's not the people that are in place right now. So all the trajectory of going to like a certain part of the land and building from there. Why are we building from scratch? Like, I'm not letting people have nothing. So if you're just gonna let people have something and then try to build from scratch and take more money from people that you already it's starting to give Dr. Umar Futunde. It's starting to give Dr. Umar Johnson, aka Futunde. And it just seems scary-ish. You don't need no more money. Just do a couple more lives, set a couple more bombs off, and then accomplish the piece of whatever land you're trying to get. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. I feel like I said enough, and people can make their own sound decisions on who should continue to be leading us. I don't think no one should be leading us because this is why we are here today. We let certain people come in and lead, and we're just like, oh, let me just focus on this, focus on that. And these people that's in the place of the Negro voice should be doing their job. They should no, they're not. So it's best that we kind of stop letting people talk for us and start being more individual, start posting more, giving our own opinions, stop letting other people talk for us and it be 50,000, 100,000 people in there, letting one person talk. I just feel like it's a lot more people that should start opening up with their pages, their Instagrams, their everything, expressing what should be done for them because this is your taxes. This is you're the worker. Dame Calloway is not contributing to the government the way we're contributing to the government. And I'm not just talking about taxes. I'm talking about like blood, sweat, and tears. You know, we're putting our lives on the line to be these workers to make sure you have all whatever you guys need. So I think we should be the ones that be speaking up for ourselves. I don't think we should let people speak for us because they're not living the same lives as us and they're not fighting for the same stuff. If that makes any sense. But we don't need nobody to come back in here talking about Dame anymore. If you feel like he's accomplishing something for you out of these 4 or 5 years of all that support, and you feel like he got somewhere where you feel like, yes, we're getting somewhere, then continue to set bombs off for him. Like, you know, let him blow it up. Like, set it off. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, small people like me, I'm just going to give my opinion and keep it moving. I said what I said about him because I just don't like when people money grab and think I'm not going to say nothing. I'm going to say something every time somebody money grab, and I feel like it's not even for the right money. Like, what is this money grab for? When you look at what it's for, it's just like, okay, oh, you want to know? You going Jesse Jackson us? You going to keep playing these games, and for how much longer? The people from the Tesla, the Oklahoma Tesla whatever. It's obvious that they're due some type of money. They didn't say they weren't. They said that these people are due some type of reparation behind what happened to these people in Oklahoma, Tesla, whatever, right? But yet the last person that was left already just passed away. So we're not going to be these people, right? We don't want to be these people that's just waiting and supporting. You could have just did your own thing. And if these people don't want to help and they're not going to give us what we want to get, then we're going to have to rail all the way back with our support from everybody. And just essentially deal with what was needed and mind our business as far as continuing to be such big spenders. Like we're big spenders and we're helping outsiders. We're never helping anybody in the community. That's why our community never prospers, because all our money goes to foreign companies and it goes out to, as you're seeing with your own eyes, the money is going out to foreign land people. They're distributing the funds constantly to these people. So it is because you're supporting their businesses and this and that, and they get to decide what they want to do, and they're not going to help out your community. Like, you spent your money with us, that's your business. Now we're going to spend our money with our people, our family, which is what we should be doing. Okay? And a lot of these people are 7%ers, and they're not fully what we are. They're plants or they're sellouts. Okay? It's either or. If they are one of us, they're sellouts. If they're not one of us, they're plants, which means they're basically like mixed breeds, or they're probably just people that look like the ancestor that they come from. And, you know, they like a Nipsey. You know what I'm saying? Nipsey, the only one that looks black. You look at his brother, he looked like an Arab. You look at his father, like an Arab. But then his mother and them look like, you know, Creole. I think she's from New Orleans or whatever. So they're like a little, Creole is like Mexican and Negro mixed together. So she's mixed. So it's like, okay, you got a Nipsey, but the majority of your family is not really American Negro. So half of your family is Saudi Arabia and half of your family is, you know, Southern and by the border, you know, mixed breed, whatever, very light complected Negro that's somewhat could probably pass for Spanish or this and that, but usually just mix or whatever. But anyway, that's beside the point. Like I said, you could continue to support these people, but mostly everybody that is on a platform is compromised and they're tied up with those companies that support their platform and why they get the views they get in the first place. So it's kind of obvious at this point. So everybody that's supporting it, those people, I just feel like maybe you're a part of it. Maybe you're you know, but you're doing it here in America, in this side of America, the Midwest, East Coast specifically, and that's the annoying part about it. It's like we don't care about mixed and this and that, but if you're going to be rooting for wherever you're directly from, please do it from where you're from. Don't do it here. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear about Africa in America, and you're in Texas. I don't want to hear about Colombia or the West Indies when you're living in Georgia, ATL. Like, I don't want to hear fucking about it. I want to hear about it when you're over there in you know, the islands, the Caribbean. I want to hear all about it from there. When you're there, I'm all ears about your stories and what y'all want us to hear about and what you're selling. Great, but when you're over here, please stop referencing about what your background is and this and that, because it's like at the end of the day, it's kind of it's insulting, because the same people that's been here forever can't get no platform, can't get no. It's not like we're not able to be an entrepreneur and sell and do these things, but for some reason, nothing never gets off the ground for us. And it's because you guys always have the support, y'all always have all the resources, and it's not done by action, it's all done by design. So I'm just not in support of it. And it irritates me every time I see it, because I know every time I see it, it's a smack in the face to somebody that is trying but can't do it because we're the blackout. We're the people that's supposed to be erased, and this is all our shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's irritating. But keep doing what you guys are doing, because obviously people support it. So whatever. What am my one little view isn't gonna hurt you when I'm not there. You know, it's the other people that's there that's giving y'all that boost, that platform, being up above, so-called above other people. It's other people that's supporting that. So I can't stop that. So yeah, and unfortunately, it's a lot more of them at this point than it is of us, because stupid Adam keeps splitting and splitting. The Adam keeps splitting and splitting and splitting. He keeps bringing more and more and more outsiders in here. Like, example, the guy Corey and Carmen. Now he's talking about Carmen should get deported back to wherever the fuck she came from. I don't even know exactly where. Saying she walked through the border She walked through the border. She's here illegally. Now she should go back to. No, she should have went back to the country. You should have reported her as soon as you met her. As soon as you met her, once you met her, you should have been on the phone with ICE. Like, yeah, 345 West Avenue, apartment. Yeah, the whole family. Check the whole family. Now you waited. You hooked up. You was having a great time. Then they did what they do, and then now they're done, and she's so happy she can make her own money now, right? So it's like, don't be upset about that. Like, this is something that you guys support. You supported it. You was 100% a part of the scam. But then once the scam scams the scammer, it's a problem, and she should go back to her country. No, no, no. Let them stay. Let them stay. Let them open their burrito stand and make all the money that they can make because they get supported here. Stop splitting the atom and worrying about why the money is getting split, the money funny now, and this and that. Too bad. It goes with them. It don't stay in the community. It goes with them. She's going to support more people to come here. And it was thanks to you and your support to help her accomplish that. So we don't want to hear the Negroes complaining about what they had, what they've done, what they supported, and then it's a problem once they're not a part of it anymore. Shut up, shut up. I want to see some of them go over there. They can't go over there because most of them will end up in a ditch because they don't support that here. They don't support that much there. You're gonna have to be very low key, trying to do what you're doing here, there. But we'll save that for another day, right? I'm not gonna be here for that long. I just wanted to pop up here because I'm like got a lot of stuff going on. But I didn't want to go too far out without popping back up because I know that a lot of stuff is happening. And a lot of stuff happens, I feel like, based off of me and my lives. I feel like this whole system, and like, not to be annoying, because I know I'm a January Capricorn. I know I'm a January Capricorn. But I swear that these people are stealing from me and taking all of my information. Like, for example, they're coming out with a movie called Lake Lanier. Now, everybody knows nobody was talking about Lake Lanier until Kwame Brown said something about it, right? And when Kwame Brown was talking about Lake Lanier, it wasn't like he was saying, he just was talking about it briefly, like, hey, I took my daughter to Lake Lanier, if you can afford to go there, because I guess it's like, prestigious, and you can't really just come there, you gotta have money. So he's like, yeah, if you could afford, because me and my daughter go, he was trying to basically say like he's not a bad parent, because the feds was busting down his door, going to his laptop, and it seems like all the undercover all these agents, the feds is busting down their door and going into their laptop, and it got a lot to do with pedophilia and things like that nature, right? So it's not. We all know that anybody that got their door kicked out and they went to jail and the police took their laptop, that they was definitely you're not going to be investigated with the FBI. They're not going to take your laptop unless you're like on the list. Like, you got to be on the list and a part of a group. They got you in some type of group and you're being investigated, buddy. It doesn't happen overnight. Somebody just doesn't make a call on you and the feds come busting down your door and taking your laptop. It don't happen overnight. You're being investigated. You're part of some type of fucking group, some wild ass group, and you're part, you're on the wall. Your picture's on the wall and they're trying to figure all of y'all out. And everyone that has said that, it's a lot of these people that happened to, they're all a part of it. Anyway, so Kwame Brown brings up Lake Lanier, right? So I'm like, everything that these people say, I know it's coded. And I looked into Lake Lanier, and lo and behold, Lake Lanier is like a death fucking place for black people. Like, literally where everybody got murdered, killed, smothered with water, and then anybody that goes there, their leg is getting grabbed up. They're trying to kill people. So I believe that there's a lot of mermaid professional scuba divers with like breathing. These mermaids could be real people. These people from like different countries, they specialize in that mermaid stuff where they do synchronized swimming. They do all this, so this is something that could be done. Like, these people could easily put swimming gear on, be under the water, and literally take kids and do what they do for a living, right? And of course, when I did my research, I saw that also Usher's son, one of his sons that drowned in Lake Lanier. So I just thought this was very strange because it's giving sacrifice grounds, right? Sacrifice grounds. So I put a video up like, hey, do anybody know that Lake Lanier is like a cemetery buried like in this, this is like a historical place that I never even heard of. And all this time, I never heard of this story. I have not seen nobody talk about Lake Lanier before I talked about Lake Lanier and all the grimy stuff that happened in Lake Lanier. Kwame Brown may have brought it up, but he was making it seem like, oh, it's so fabulous, and if you could afford, taking your kiddies there, because this is what I do for my kids. Don't say I'm a deadbeat because I take my kids to Lake Lanier. And I take my kids to the pink pussy house, or the pink pussy high school, or whatever school that is, where they selling pizza with no pizza. So it's like, okay. So now they're coming out with a movie called Lake Lanier, and it's about like some scary type stuff. And I'm like, bro, that's literally stealing from me because nobody brought up Lake Lanier ever about the creepy stuff that was going on until I brought it up because Kwame Brown was saying it in code, trying to make people bring their kids there. You see what I'm saying? So, and we all know what happened to Usher Kid and other people's children. If you read the reports, a lot of people's legs are getting taken. A lot of people die in that lake. So what's so fabulous? What's so upper escalon about it? And who would take their children and why are you promoting this, right? So anyway, now they're coming out with a movie called Lake Lanier. They come out with 1,000 movies based off of what I said, right? They're just eating off of me, right? So this is another indicator that they are just poking at me, poking at me, right? So the Super Bowl, here goes the Super Bowl. So Taylor Swift, they say like some type of sacrificing happened there, right? So she had Ice Spice there, right? So we know Ice Spice is a January Capricorn, right? So Ice Spice is there. We don't know. Everybody said, what the hell is Ice Spice and Taylor Swift even hanging out for? Maybe because it's coded. It's coded. She's a January Capricorn. They got her there for a reason. Kansas City wins, right? So Kansas City wins. Kansas City won last year. So when Kansas City won last year, I was like, oh, look, they're saying, I was like, oh, look, they're saying that I'm right, that I've been right, and like I won the Super Bowl, which is kind of like the world. Because I already told y'all the world is like a toilet bowl, right? Like the Wizard of Oz, not the Wizard of the Wiz. Because the Wiz is the black version of the Wizard of Oz, right? So they giving out the better version of what it should be, right? Where the Wicked Witch got flushed down the toilet, right? So, because this whole world, this whole universe is like a toilet bowl. We're centered. We're centered in the mainland, and all these people are getting washed out because this is the way how the toilet bowl works. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, Kansas City wins the Super Bowl again, right? So I kind of feel like they're just giving me homage. Because obviously Kansas is my name, but in Asian or in Spanish, they're using K instead of C. And mind you, Kansas City initial is KC. And I've been telling y'all about the K and the C all the time, right? I said if it's K, it's Asiatic. If it's C, it's more American based. If it's K, it's more overseas Asiatic. So I just feel like they're just playing a lot of games with what I say. And they're just like tapping me like tap, tap, tap because they got nothing else to do. They're dopesters. They play all day. And they know that I'm very in tuned into what's going on. And this is why I say what I say up here, right? And I feel like they're just tapping me like everything, like, girl, everything you're saying is right, which irritates me even more. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like everything I'm saying is right, and y'all just putting mockery in my face all day by making these movies about what I talk about, by making Kansas City win again this year because you probably made so much money off of me. Usually, when people win like the presidency or they win like the Super Bowl or they win like the NBA, it's because they're bringing in a lot of money. It's all about bringing in a lot of money to these people. When you bring in a lot of money, you're going to be the top runner of whatever. You're going to be the best this, the best that, because you're bringing in a lot of money. LeBron is going to be the best player because a lot of people going to spend money on his jersey. A lot of people are spending money on this. A lot of money was being spent on LeBron, so LeBron is going to be the best player. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is just the way it works. They're going to put somebody as the best player because they know that this person is going to bring money to them. They really care more about money than you thinking that they're caring about this outstanding talent. It's no outstanding talent. These people are being born and raised into working towards those goals. So they're gonna always. If I was being born and raised to being a dancer, don't be shocked if I'm a good dancer. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like, oh, she's like the best dancer ever. I've been doing it since I was in diapers. Of course, I'm gonna be a good dancer. You know, they're being raised into being either some type of entertainer because they know 9 times out of 10 they could get chosen because they're a part of these backgrounds. So all they need you to do is do the right thing. I'm going to groom you into this. Like, some people be like, oh, well, I put my kids. No, this is a different kind of grooming. They are expected to do these things so you can follow in footsteps and this and that. So anyway, most of these people that are on platforms is not by accident. Stop saying like, oh, they're so great because they're not that great. There's a lot of people that are naturally great and will never be seen because they're not a part of certain groups. They're not a part of this, and they're the people that should be forgotten or the people they're trying to erase. Those people are never going to be seen. You're never going to get the showcasing of all the real talent in the world because they're keeping it in the footsteps and keeping it in the family. So, and I don't think that's fair because a lot of people, from what I've been saying from day one, they are investing in their kids to do things, but they don't realize that, hey, you weren't in this certain background. You weren't a part of like military or police or this. You weren't a part of like the foster care system where they have certain people that's doing like in and out foster care. Like some people can foster care a kid and have just 1 or 2 kids. And some people do in and out service where they have all these kids. So that means you're part of the agency. You're part of the agency. You're not just taking a kid or two in. They're working with you and you're bringing in all kinds of kids. And so you got to be a part of certain stuff if you understand. If you see these people in your community, you should understand that most of these people are a part of that shit. They just don't make it too big because you gotta have certain things to make. Anyway, I could go on and on about that, right? But I'm not. You kind of get the idea what I'm saying, right? It's all by design, and we all are understanding that now. So I don't know why the support is still there. I didn't watch the Super Bowl. I don't know why the support is still there. I know a lot of people are a part of this. It's like so many people that are a part of it. So that's where the support really comes from. Once you saw a lot of people not really going to like these concerts and stuff no more, you started to see a bunch of celebrities going to the concerts. A bunch of celebrities or like Usher in his concerts. You got all these celebrities in the front row, probably going for free. They're probably giving these people free tickets to come and this and that because a lot of regular people are not coming. They're trying to fill it up, like being fillers. Because I've never seen so many celebrities go out to like all these concerts before. But now because a lot of people are not really supporting it, they feel like it's very um satanic. There's a lot of weird things that's going on with these performances and these performers of who they're working for and what kind of show they're really trying to present to us and what the effects are going to be there, right? So a lot of people are not really going out that much no more because they're starting to understand what kind of world that we have allowed to be in. We're allowing this world to be very corrupt, right? A lot of corruption is in power, and a lot of people are not supporting it really, and they're staying in the house. So they're filling the crowd, the concerts up with their celebrities. Celebrities are coming out supporting by droves, probably because they have to, because they still want you to think, oh, people are still coming to these concerts. People are still, but I think they're filling a lot of these concerts up with um crisis actors and celebrities and things like that. And then some regular people do come out, but I just feel like they're not coming out as they used to, and they're trying to be. You got these crisis actors and these celebrities coming as fillers, like, oh, nothing has changed. Let's keep the show going. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep these concerts going. But a lot of people are not supporting this stuff no more. A lot of people are starting to realize that they're spending their money very wastefully, and that's why they're not obtaining the lifestyle that they want to live. And a lot of people have scaled back, and because of us, a lot of people scaling back, especially people like us that have been spending their money so stupidly, are scaling back, saving, and trying to live better lives for themselves that don't really benefit these people. They are now inflating all the bills that you have, the food, the lights, the water, the this, the rent. They're inflating everything because it's like, okay, we're gonna get the money either way. We're gonna get the money either way, whether you're gonna spend your money stupidly or we're gonna raise everything up for the shit that you want to be essential only. We're gonna raise the essentials up. So you see how nasty they are, right? But you gotta be real tough with them. You gotta be real tough with them back and keep not supporting like certain things that's not necessary and keep saving as much as you can and things like that because it really doesn't help them out. You know what I'm saying? And they're noticing that and they're going to combat it by raising the taxes, raising this, raising that on us. Because either way you look at it, they're looking for a certain number and they're going to get that certain number out of us every month, every year. You understand what I'm saying? So just know that we're being robbed. We're being robbed completely by men in tights. We're being robbed by men in tights. All these people are. If you start to look at a lot of these celebrities, the women, you're gonna start thinking that these are men. Like I've started to look at a lot of celebrities, and a lot of these women are looking like transvestites. Like they're looking like queens. You see what I'm saying? Like they're looking like drag queens. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. It started like especially when they get older. When they get older, you start to see the men in them. It's like, bro, is this a fucking man? Like Wendy Williams, Mariah Carey, a lot of these women, Tyra Banks, they all starting to look like grown old men. Like they're not aging. They're not when they age, they're not aging like older women. They're starting to age and they're starting to look like what their gender really was. I don't know if I'm bugging, but I can show y'all some pictures. You know, I'm gonna pull out my little phone. I can show you some pictures. A lot of these women are starting to look like goddamn men. I think they starting to give all these women babies because they don't want y'all to see that most of these people are starting to look like men. But then it's like, boom, she got pregnant, she's having a baby. So it's like the girl that's like F my baby daddy. Her like she looked like a man. Cardi B looked like a man when she first came out. And she's looking like a transvestite queen now. All of SZA looking like some type of guy, and then now she got all this body work done, and she looks like it doesn't look female-ish. It looks very transvestite-ish. Like I don't know. It's just they're just starting to give out men features. Like it's starting to give very very managed features. The girl Victoria Monet. She looking like a man recently. I was looking like what is going on with all these men features, right? And another thing, did you see the thing with Drake? When Drake was he was doing whatever. Did you see how his legs were squatted out? Let me see. It's hard for me to find shit. But he had his legs squatted out. And I'm like, since when men spread their legs like that, right? Let me show y'all how he had his legs spread. Look at this one. I've come across it just like this one. This one he had his butt out. There's no way. There's no way this is acceptable, bro. There's no way this. And then they said he was hanging out with Kanye, and Kanye is starting to. It's starting to give that Kanye is being played by other people. And that's why he's so maxed up. Once you get just like with Jay-Z, remember when Jay-Z had that fight in the elevator, and then next thing you know, he started growing dreads, and he's looking like some wild old West Indian lady. Like he looked like some older West Indian lady. Like he looked like an older grandma lady right now. But that didn't start happening until after the elevator situation. When he was in that elevator, he still had a haircut and everything was fine. And then next thing you know, he got in the car. He's still hanging out with these people. And, they're Creole. And these people, they do witchery just as much as anybody else. French that do witchery. A lot of French people are very much witches. So I just feel like some weird things happen there. When things go wrong, I feel like the stronger group takes over that person. So I feel like Beyonce and her mother and them are the stronger group. Because look what they did with Beyonce's father. They got him out the way and he quiet. Beyonce's mother is a January Capricorn. She looked like she's doing fine. She doing her little dance here and there. She do her little dance. And she looked like a big man doing her little dance. And it's just like, did they do something to Jay-Z? And that's why he looks like Boss Squad, or he looks like an older West Indian woman now. And the same thing for Kanye. As soon as Kanye got into it with Kim, the stronger family won. Like I feel like the stronger family. Um, Next thing you know, he's wearing masks. He's crazy. He's saying anti-Semitic things that he knows going to get him canceled because he was already canceled in real life. And then they got this whatever out here with a mask on 24/7 acting like Kanye is still alive. Um, we all know that Kanye has barren white hips and a big butt. I haven't seen that lately on him. He still looks like he's fat, like heavy set, but I don't see the big thighs and butt on him anymore. So I just feel like something might have happened to him as well. Like they might be trading these people out. They may have got rid of this nigga and was like, you know what, we're gonna still have him out here because of course people will wonder what happened to them, right? Because they're big celebrities. So I would just pay attention to that more than anything because Kanye is not making too much good impression on himself. Like now he's kind of like he's putting music out, but it's like mainly the daughter is connected to it all. Like Northwest is connected to all the things that Kanye is doing, and I just feel like it's just weird. I just feel like it's all a promotional situation, and Kanye's not even really in the ranking anymore. But they're using his Negro, of course, his Negro card to keep us all watching and putting it in Northwest bank account. If that makes any sense to people, I don't know. You guys let me know, right? So on top of that, I want to show y'all Drake. Okay, here go Drake. Now I can't show y'all the pee part. I can't show y'all the pee part, but because he got his nasty little thing out. I don't think it looks good enough for him. It looked like a pencil. It looked crooked too. A lot of people keep saying like remember this. I said this a lot of times with this hook thing, right? Remember I keep telling y'all about the hook. So with this, I would like to show y'all let me show y'all it this way, right? Because it's not really showing his whole thing, right? So you can't y'all see like how it's like hooking? It's hooking right there, right? Now this is his crotchy boot. This is his crotchy doodle, right? So I'm gonna try to cover the crotch, right? So do y'all see how he got his legs cocked open? Let me try to push it out. Let me try to. Do y'all see how he has his legs cocked wide open with his butt crack is like his legs? I can show y'all directly, but his thing is in the way. His thingy is in the way. See how his legs is cocked wide open? Now he didn't have to cock his legs. His legs are spreaded. I don't even think I can spread my legs. I gotta start doing yoga or something. Cause I tried to spread my legs like this, and I was like, I can't even spread my legs this wide. He got his legs bopped. He got his legs bopped open like come get wild on me. You know what I'm saying? Like come get wild on me right now. Yeah, he's open. He's open for and ready. Like a Caesar's, he's hot and ready like a Caesar's people, right? So I was like, since when niggas had their legs cocked open like that? So it's obvious that he's weird because the stuff he's doing, he could do that with his legs closed, but he got his legs cocked wide open, right? So here goes Jay Cinco, excuse me, and I say Ocho Cinco because I want y'all to see how all their names always correlate. All their stage names always correlate, right? So we got Ocho Cinco, we got J Cinco. Like it's just showing you that they're never American Negro, but they want to make American Negro money here in America. But they always are like really representatives of like Latin America or Caribbean area or the Mediterranean, which is like Africa, Spain, whatever. Anyway, they all show that they are part of that, right? So here goes Cinco. He just put a video out. I don't know what the music video, but look at his legs sprawled out too. Like, whoop. I don't even think my legs could spread like this. Why are they spreading their legs out like this, y'all? And then he made this his screen. He made this his screen. His thumbprint. He made this his thumbnail. He made that his thumbnail. So it's like you're gonna make that your thumbnail with your legs spread out, cocked like that. I'm just saying that these people are very inverted. They're very inverted. So when I say the stuff I'm saying about the women, don't be confused because the men as well could be women. The men could be women and the women could be men. These people are very inverted. Okay, they are very into being backwards. They are raised into Scientology groups. They are raised into certain religions, and they practice the shit. And the thing is that they know that they're going to be a part of a community that doesn't have to really work. That doesn't. They know that they could get the benefits and this and that, and they just stay quiet in our country and live off the government benefits that they're stealing from our 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 little fund. We got a little fund here. We got a bank fund. We got all kinds of funds. And on top of that, the beginning of what all of this stuff is based on is our money, our gold. So all of this is they don't have no gold or nothing overseas. They don't got no gold or anything over there. They sit there and act like all these Africans and stuff have all this gold. Where is it at now? All those Africans that got money, they still swatting flies and living in concrete homes. And I'm not talking about the poor people. I'm talking about the people that live good. Like I would not want to live in them concrete with ceramic homes that they live in. They live good? Yeah, they live good. But do you want to live good over there or do you want to live good over here? Because living good over here is totally different than living good over there. They still swatting flies in their mansions, in their ceramic concrete mansions. And they still have undeveloped sidewalks and roads over there in their developed communities. You do not think, I don't know how y'all think that those people over there are the OBO of where we come from when they can't even as of today accomplish um fully concrete, fully developed roads. They still have very undeveloped roads there, very dangerous highways and things like that. They don't have no real development. So it's just like if y'all don't go away, like this whole thing is developed out to the point where y'all saying aliens did it. So that's how smart and incredible we are, bro. Because they're like, oh, it's another civilization. Like another civil. No, it's the same niggas that been here. We've been here. Ain't no other civilization. You're never going to see an alien in your life unless you're talking about these Mexicans. Like, I don't know what aliens or these Jews or whatever. I don't know what aliens you're looking for. They look very alienish. So if that's the kind of aliens you're looking for, they're right there. They're in Williamsburg. They're in Chinatown. They're over in and the Bronx is full of aliens. No, they're just like who lets these people, like, where did these people from the Bronx come from? Like, and I'm not saying everybody from the Bronx because obviously they try to push a lot of people to the Bronx, but the Bronx have been infiltrated and these people are insane over there. Like the Bronx is like 3 hours away from us. Like I will go to Queens, I will go to Manhattan, I will go to anywhere that's like an hour and a half away from me. 2 hours tops. 2 hours uptown, Harlem. 2 hours tops. But once you start going towards, past uptown, it starts to get very mangy, and you're gonna know you're in the Bronx once you start to go in the high numbers. You're gonna see how wild it gets on the trains, or even in traffic. You're gonna see how wild it gets, right? So it's like, who the fuck are these people? And the thing is, 3.5 hours away, I feel like, is that still New York? Like, if I'm going to New Jersey and it takes 3 hours away, why am I saying that the Bronx is New York and it's 3 hours away just like New Jersey or just like Connecticut? Like, it's 3 hours away. When you drive, it's like 2 hours away. Like, F that because the traffic be crazy. Unless you got no traffic, it's going to be 3 hours. I would not say that's New York, but, I'm going to leave y'all alone. I'm going to leave all y'all Latin people alone. And the black people that's over there, that's not, it's a lot of black Latin people over there too. But the Negroes that got pushed over there, or the Negroes that been there forever, that got to be subjected to all the people that stormed in there from different countries, keep hope alive. You know what I'm saying? Just stay tough, man, because it's a different world when you get over there. It's a whole different situation. But, it's whatever. It's whatever. I'd be trying to mind my business, right? So anyway, Negroes like to mind their business, and that's why we in the situation we in now, because we mind our business too much. We need to speak more. A lot of these people do a lot of talking, and we don't like to talk at all. And this is the most talking I ever done in life, but it's because I know I have to, because is no one going to be up here to support the American Negro that's from the South the way I will. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody really is directly from there that's on platforms that could get the little bit of views that I get, that's going to say the stuff I say. So I come up here because I need to make sure that I'm doing all I can, or I can't really complain, right? I can't say, oh, I can't complain because I didn't do all I could. So I'm doing all I can. I'm trying to, stay strong and come up here as much as I can to continue the good old fight of not forgetting. Even if we don't get nowhere, we don't have to support. We don't have to participate. We don't have to. We can keep what we need to keep to ourselves. I wear clothes all the time, but guess what? I go to the $3 rack. I get everything on sale. If I'm trying to buy something I like, I literally negotiate before I buy the first price because they know I know. And a lot of people be like, what are you, Jewish? Or what's your last name, Schwartz? No, my last name ain't Schwartz, but I should not have to be considered Jewish or Schwartz or cheap because I don't want to pay your retail price. I don't want to pay your stupidity prices because you think I'm stupid, because you think I will, just because you think I will do it. Because society is forcing us to do so. I'm not that simple minded. So I kind of laugh at that kind of stuff and I say, you know what? I'm going to walk. And then as soon as I walk towards the door, sometimes they say, okay, come back. Yeah, I know. Don't do me like the regular people that you think don't got a brain. Like, or I will walk, or I will leave. I don't really need it. I don't need this shit. I don't need a want or necessarily. I'm just doing it for my pleasure that doesn't need to really be pleased. So I can leave. You know what I'm saying? I can keep all of it in my pocket. How about that? And they'd rather me give them something. They don't want you to keep. They know, oh, come back because they don't want you to keep all your money in your pocket. So they tell you to come back. But anyway, it's rare that they let you leave out. I really ever leave out without getting my price cuts. Like they never really. So I always make sure that if I don't feel like the prices are appropriately priced, that I'm inquiring to get me the direct cost. I'll pay a little bit more, but I'm not paying double or triple the price of something that I know ain't worth the price. That I know that you're pricing it at that price point for stupidity, for stupid people. So, yeah, because a lot of these celebrities and stuff like that, they buy off a consignment. Most of those people, they send it back. They send everything they get back. Most of the time, they get stuff for free because they want, and most of the stuff for free got to go back. Like a lot of these things go back. Like I said, you don't never see them in them cars that they show you every birthday. You don't never see them in those. They get all these Birkin and these bags, and they look so like they come from D-Gate. You know what I'm saying? Their bags don't look no different from my bags. Maybe some of them, but it's because they want to promote stuff for you to buy things. And I'm telling you, the D-Gate and things like that. If you really want something quality, go to like trusted sites where you could get very good quality, where you're not paying nowhere near the fraction of the cost, and you're gonna get something identical. And that's why it's illegal and it's called dubbing or this and that. Like when you get a bootleg movie, do you feel like the bootleg movie is more better than the DVD coming from? It's because they are probably putting it on a better CD. So yeah, you're gonna probably get a better quality. But most of the time, the bootleg it's just as good as quality. Like I don't see really the big difference, except that you may get a bad one here and there. But you got to make sure, like I said, go to trusted sites. When you know you get a bad bootleg, I'm not going back to that bootlegger. I'm going to go to a bootlegger that I know is consistently going to make sure that they're watching the bootleg and they're only putting out the good copies and not the copies that come out a little bit, because they're in a rush they're not really taking it. So anyway, it's the same thing. It's like same manufacturer, same this and that, but they may just put a little bit less of quality. Some quality may be a little bit different than other quality, but still the same blueprint, the same master key on how to construct the bag. The same, you're gonna get everything the same, but it may not be as durable and lasting as long as something that was a little bit more time, a little bit more quality that was put into it. But it really won't make a difference to me unless it's my favorite movie in the world and I'm not going to watch the movie 1,000 times. If I'm not going to watch the movie about 2 or 3 times, the bootleg is good. You see what I'm saying? So like let's be real. Like we're not gonna. I don't want to continue to collect things that's not really collectible. Collector's items, some things I spend money on, and it'd be like things that you don't expect because it's worth it. It's like I'm gonna collect this. And anyway, to each their own. I just don't believe in spending my money on certain things when I can spend my money on other things. Like lifestyle wise, I like lifestyle wise spends versus me supporting companies on things that I'm not going to really be utilizing a lot. So we want to make sure our lives. People say, "Oh, I live in poverty, this and that." You live in poverty, but you're buying Gucci and this and that. Shut up, because I've been to a lot of people's homes where they have all this name brand, they look all fly, or they're in their cars and they're doing all this buying and hairstyles, but then I go to your home and it's not appropriate. It's not up to the same standards as how you're looking outside. Make sure your inside. I will make sure my inside is as good as my outside. If my outside is not as good, it's because I'm saving to get there. I'm not going to be dead broke, not caring about my inside of my where. I'm not going to be laying on no mattress, no air mattress, or no bed. That you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not going to be doing those things. But making sure I'm fly out. Like that's weird. That's weird to me. Like don't invite nobody to your home, please, if you're doing that because you look mad crazy. Like I'm expecting your home to be just as nice as this outfit in your car or whatever you're presenting to me. And don't live with your mama either. And because some of these guys will, they try to take you to a hotel, because you live with your moms, bro. Like, get your own place. Like, stop trying to have this car. Stop trying to have, like, you're so big spending. Or you live with your baby mother, and your baby mother is on benefits. Like, y'all got the government helping y'all out with your place. But yet you're so fly outside. Like, you're weird. You guys are weird. Your people are weird. If your mindset is like that, then great. Ignorant is bliss. But please don't be mad at me if I kind of ignore your calls or leave you on red. Like, because I just feel like you guys are just the mentality is insane, and I just can't no longer support that. Like I can't be around those kind of mentalities anymore because it's just making us look dumb as a people. And a lot of people are saying Americans are really stupid, and it's like we kind of are. Like some people are that dumb because they really still are talking about name brands and this and that and saying, "Oh, you wear fake this and that." It's like, bro, all this shit is fake. This whole world is fake. Everything about it is fake. That birth certificate is fake. That everything is fake, bro. Like this is a fake world. We're not living in no reality yet. We would like to get to reality, and when we get to reality, everything's going to become very simple. It's going to become a simple life. And just like the show Simple Life with Paris Hilton and her friend, when they was on the farm or they were doing farm, yeah, it becomes a simple life when you live in reality. Like y'all making things difficult. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about how these people had their legs cocked open, and I just cannot make it up. Like it's given very female because I don't know why a man would have his legs cocked open that wide, right? So I'm not gonna be able to go over all these things that I'll be putting up here, bro. I don't know why I'll be taking this many pictures, knowing that I can't go over all this stuff. But as you can see, a lot of people was talking about Ice Spice and how she had the upside down, the upside down she had the upside down thing on, and she also was throwing up the devil horn as well. So, as I said, she was there. She was there specifically being a January Capricorn. Because sometimes January Capricorns could be both. They could be the angel and the devil. Because a lot of people don't understand that the angel and the devil is God's son. Like the angel becomes the devil when he falls out of God's grace. Once he starts doing wrong and this and that, he becomes the devil. So you can't say, "Oh, the devil is this. The devil is these white people, this and that." No, the devil is the same person that the angel was. You see what I'm saying? You all start out innocent. You all come out innocent. So it's your path that you choose, that you take, where you become either you still continue to be innocent, or you become, you know, you become the devil. Like you start doing the wrong things, and you're no longer something that parents and God and things like that would agree upon. They won't agree upon your life choices. So yeah, sometimes we could be depicted as duality. And the same thing as I was saying for like Kansas, like when they say Kansas, it kind of is the same thing as saying Cain. And that's why KC is like KC or whatever, because it's the same thing as saying Cain with a K, like the Canaanites, or Cain with a C, like the sugar cane plantations, like in South Carolina or in the Caribbeans, where you got the sugar canes, or so it's like the cane with a C or the cane with a K, which will be like a Canaanite, a canine. Where of course when you go overseas, I don't know what they're mixing with because I don't know what humans were over there. That's the land of that's the planet of the apes. So when you go overseas to the Asia, the planet of the apes area, it's like they're called canines, the Canaanites or whatever, because it's like, what are you really mixing with over there? Who are you having sex with? What are you producing with over there? You know what I'm saying? So, and then when you get to Australia, where they create all of these people, all these different all these different kind of category of people, right? You got the Caucasian, the Melanesian, the Micronesian. It's like a couple people that's over here from Australia, New Guinea, New Brit, this and that. The oceanic area where they so-called call it Solomon Island, right? And Solomon Island is what the Jack and the boa, the Jack in his outbursts, right? His sperm accumulating. Then we got the AI over there as well. Artificial insemination, artificial intelligence, artificial life form, and things of that nature. So and then we got the kangaroos on steroids. Which seems like they're just experimenting over there, right? We got bats, kangaroos, all kinds of animals you never heard of. Anyway, so you gotta put two and two together and stop being a dumb American and start to understand what we're really dealing with here in reality, and what are we really spending our money on? Who are we trying to impress? Who, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is really going on here, right? So I don't know. Y'all guys gotta have your own ideology on what's the come of all that, right? Uh, I really don't know what else I really want to talk about. I just really wanted to talk about the things I've already said. So now I'm kind of like, okay, what else? I don't know. Let me talk to the chat though. What's up, y'all? I'm glad you guys. I see a lot of people here. I'm glad you guys are here with me. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, DC Hodge, my favorite. I'm always happy to see you here. Hi, Hollywood. Is this the Hollywood that has the page? I believe. If this is the same Hollywood that I follow, I hope you guys are following him or her. I don't really know. It's a him, right? I believe the voice is a him. I don't know if you're following Hollywood as of yet, but he does a lot of good videos. And so, click that subscribe button. I always like to support people that are trying to keep people aware of all the trickery and all the all the bull crap that goes on. I'm glad that they are able to break it down in their videos. I always support channels like that. Yeah, so hey, everybody else that's here. Air International Inc. Hi, how are you doing? And Angel Face, thank you so much for being here. Kay Harris, thank you so much. I love you too, because we did have a great dialogue. Thank you for being here with me. Yuson, thank you so much. I love when you pop out. McMarty Mar, I think you was the first people here. Carmar and McMarty Mar and Hollywood, thank you so much for being here at the beginning. And Kay Harris, okay, you was here at the beginning too. Sorry, I don't want to miss you. I don't circle back, so don't at me. Oh, okay. Yeah, stand on business. This is 2024. We standing on business. Okay. We want to make sure that we're doing everything that we can to make our situation and our circle better. We don't want to support any more name brands. We don't want to support any more people that are selling stuff just to sell you stuff. Like, oh, you need this new purse, like, or you need this new. It's like, do I need it? Who am I supporting? Where's my money going to? After I give it to you, where's going to go after that? We got to start really being very mindful of what we're doing with our finances and who we're supporting out here. Make sure you're supporting you and your circle first. Your family, your friends, whoever's very close with you that you feel like deserves the support. We're making sure that instead of buying this shirt, this outfit, what kind of ideas we got? What we're working on? What kind of, can we build all of our credit? Can we get like 5 people to build some credit and we all get into this house, or like just ideas like that? We're gonna start wasting our time on making more money, making more income, trying to really build like an LLC just to try to become our own bank and stop relying on these other banks and things like that that's been ripping us off, taking our homes and making us buy our homes back by mortgages, death notes, knowing that you're never gonna like really get it paid off, and you're gonna keep refinancing and this and that because they're ripping people off as they go in life, and it's just not fair. Like, they're just not playing fair at all. We're sacrificing our lives to be workers. We're sacrificing our lives to be employees, and even small business entrepreneurs. They're not as big as corporations and enterprises, so they could be struggling as well at times, or they could come to times where it's like, okay, the business is not doing so. So it's just like, what is all of this working so hard for when all you do is just snatch our money up, taxes on top of taxes on top. Like all of this all this bullying is about to like come to like some type of halt. Because one thing I don't like is people bullying. Like I get really upset when I see somebody bully. I remember when I was like in kindergarten, and to talk about that, right? You know what's so funny? Let me back up. You know what's so funny? I was talking about the other lab. I'm not sure if it was my last live, but I talked about pushing a boy down the stairs. When I was in PAL or whatever, and they had like some type of overnight. And I was like 13, and the boy was like 10 or whatever, or like 11. I really don't know how old that boy was. And I was about to say his name, but then I was like, let me not say his name because he's grown. He's a grown man now, and he's from the neighborhood, and I've heard things about him. And I'm like, okay, well, niggas is outside being niggas. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really want to take somebody's name and then upset them, and then I gotta see somebody and they didn't really like it and they try to get wild with me. You know what I'm saying? Because the hood is the hood. You see what I'm saying? You never know if somebody want to get upset with you or not. So anyway, beside that point, I found it funny because the same person I was talking about took it and added me on my Instagram. So I'm like, first of all, I don't know too many people by that name, right? So I'm like, I only know like two people by that name. And he definitely wasn't that one person. I'm like, and then he looks just like, I'm like, this is definitely him. I haven't seen him in some years because I'm super old now. But I'm just like, yo, why is this boy adding me on Instagram, right? And just to show you I'm not lying, because I don't like for people to think I'm just making shit up, right? I'm gonna show you. He literally added me on Instagram. Let me see. Mom, one moment. So I'm just like, yo, what is the odds? Because I've never said his name, right? So it's like somebody told him, and it's like, how did anybody know I was talking about him? Or homeboy watches my live, and if you do watch my live, I'm shocked. I'm shocked that a hood dude watches my live, but from East New York at that, right? But if you guys watch my live, what's up? And I didn't really mean to push you. I just survival mode. January Capricorn style, like we don't play, like we get down, solito. So at the end of the day, when it boils down to my life or yours or anybody else's, or it could be anybody, bro. One thing about me, I'm gonna come back for help. I'm gonna make it out, and I'm gonna come back for y'all. But you're not gonna get in my way. And like I'm thinking of self first. Like when things go wrong, I think of self first. And it might not be nice, maybe because I don't have any children. If I had children, maybe I'll be more thoughtful about other people and this and that. Like, oh, let me protect this person. And I see mothers, like when you see those little videos and like the one car was about to hit her and her kid. And she literally jumped out the way with her bags and left the damn baby in the stroller. And the baby got hit. And then she tried to run for the baby afterwards. So I'm not the only person that's thinking about myself. But anyway, yeah, homeboy added me. Hmm. How do you find that where your friends is at? Where people add you? Okay, here it is. Now I don't see it. Okay, here it is. He's like right here, right? Like this is the guy, right? But I don't really want to try to see his handle or whatever. But when I saw him add me, mind you, this is four. What did it say? Four. You see it? I can't nothing show here. You see where it says 4 days ago? See how it says 4 days ago? So four days ago, homeboy that I pushed down the stairs a long time ago added my Instagram. So I feel like, come on, y'all think everything is a coincidence. Everything is not a fucking coincidence, bro. He either watched my live and knew I was talking about him because he probably remembered that fucking shit because literally I threw him, like literally he fell down the whole flight of stairs. He flew down the whole flight of stairs and then smashed into the wall, and he was literally on the wall. He was sprawled out on the wall, and I jumped over homeboy and kept it moving, right? So I felt like, damn, it's either he's watching the live, and if so, what's up? And I didn't mean to put you. Or somebody told him, that's insanity because who the hell would even have known that happened? Because it was just me and him going down that staircase. It was just us two in there. And I don't know who else was coming down that staircase. after us, but we were like the main two. It wasn't nobody really behind us. I don't know if he was on the floor for a long time and somebody helped him up. I don't know. I just know that it's weird that somebody else could have told him, or he just added me. Like, I've been on Instagram for over 10 or some odd years. We lived in the same neighborhood for a long time, all our lives. So for him to just be adding me 4 days ago after I did that live, I feel like it's not a coincidence. Either he watched the live and knew exactly it was me and was like, bitch, I remember when you did that to me, whatever. And if so, please don't come for me. Cause I heard a lot of stuff about you when you got older. And don't come for me. But and then, of course we were kids, so like don't take it that personal. I literally just thought somebody was trying to kill us, and I wanted to make sure I got out. So like it wasn't never nothing like for you to be upset about, especially when you kids. But I just thought that was crazy. I'm like, yo, if why is my views so low? Like why is I'm not mad at it. Please stay. Don't get any lower. But why is my views so low? If Dan Calloway could watch my goddamn show and do 5 lives, did you ever see Dan Calloway do 5 lives back to back and talk about how much he cooked for his wife? And he had his wife through a whole life. He had his wife through a whole life and this and that. Like, when did you ever? I've been watching Dan for a couple years. When did you ever see that? So it's just like you can't do something after me and think that it wasn't because of me. You see what I'm saying? You can't say homeboy added me, but because of that, I told that story. You can't say because Dame didn't go live 5 times back to back because I said what I said. And he probably felt guilty and don't want people to think that he's putting his hands on his wife and behind the scenes. But his wife be giving sprinkle, sprinkle. Does his wife not get sprinkle, sprinkle a little bit? But it's whatever. Like, I don't want to break nobody up. He said they was there for 20 years. I don't want them to be like done next year or this year. And it's like, oh, they ain't gonna blame me. So, I'm leaving them alone. I hope and pray she could come on camera more often so we could see that nothing's happening to her. And, all is good here. All is good. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I had to laugh at that because January Capricorns is ever wrong. We not wrong. We never wrong. And when we is wrong, you gonna see that we was right eventually. Like, we might be wrong right now because I probably was in the future. Like, then I'll be right then. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, so even if I'm wrong right now, give it some time. So, but anyway, so I just thought that was kind. I like to show stuff like that because it's like, bro, I'm not wrong about half the shit I be saying, and most of the stuff I say, it comes right. I don't even be practicing, bro. It just comes right to head, and I like to say stuff right to head because I know that when I say stuff out of nowhere, is better than trying to overthink things. Because when you overthink, you try to change stuff, and that's when things can become a little bit of a white lie. And I don't want to lie at all. I want everything to be very as truthful as it can get. And I feel like when you say stuff without pre-thinking it, most of it's going to be what you originally want to say. It's going to, the first statement is usually the first thing you want to really say. And if you think about it and you write it, you're going to change that statement like 3-4 times. And is that what you really wanted to say? If you had to change the statement that many times? So, yeah, I like to say what I want to say. And most of the time I say stuff off the top of my head and it be fucking right. Because I like to give out the honest original first thoughts, and usually it's reality of what's really going. I feel like it's really some type of like telekinesis going on, and I don't want to mess it up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I just thought that was crazy, right? I'm like, this boy added me, and I'm pretty sure it's because I said what I said about my live, and only person that was in that hole, it was me and him. So it's like, bro, you must be watching. And if so, that's what's up. Like, I ain't mad at that. I'm glad that everybody from East New York should be watching because a lot of us are what I'm fighting for. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff that happened to us and all of us being there, a lot of Negro. I go to other communities outside of Brooklyn and it's not as much Negroes as it is in Brooklyn, like from like Bed-Stuy, Bushwick, East New York, somewhat of Crown, like you could say Crown Heights, but Crown Heights is mixed with more West Indian and Jewish. It's more predominant them over there, but we're everywhere. Negroes is everywhere. You want to see a Negro everywhere. You're going to see them in Bay Ridge. You're going to see them in Chinatown. You're going to see a Negro or two everywhere because this is just our shit. And it's no, you can't really take us. We go wherever we want because we're familiar with the neighborhood. A lot of other people got to stay in their zip codes, in their zones, because they stand out like a sore thumb other places. You know what I'm saying? Like they just can't come to East New York. They just can't come to Best. Like they come to Best Side, but you see how they call it gentrifying. Because a lot of people that's from here notices that these people are not from here. So you stand out like a sore thumb. A nigger could be anywhere because we are from here originally, so we go anywhere because we're familiar with the neighborhood. Where we could go apply anywhere because we know the neighborhood. We could say, "Hey, let me go over here. Let me go." We know how to get there. We don't gotta Google and figure out how to get somewhere and be lost in Brooklyn. Like we know everything like the back of our hand. So you're going to see us in the Bronx. You're going to see us in Manhattan. You're going to see us in Queens. You're going to see us everywhere comfortably because this is our shit. You're going to see us everywhere. But it don't stop the people from grouping up in zip codes. That's when you can tell like this group predominates here, and they bring more people and more people in that Pacific area because they stick together, and that's how we Negroes like us. We notice we be like, oh look, like they all sticking together. All these West Indian, all these this and that, and we just all over scattered because we don't really have no predominant. Like, you know how they're sticking together because they're not from here. So you won't be all over the place. You're going to be kind of scared and timid and stay with the group and get directed. Say, hey, go to nursing. Go here. That's why they're there because they get directed because they are pulling each other in there. You know what I'm saying? Where American Negro, it's like, it's whatever for us because we just do whatever we want. We know what we're doing. We don't have to be directed because we just got here. Like, no, we've been here. We go everywhere. We apply for everything that we qualify for. You know what I'm saying? And things like that. But anyway, I'm just saying, I hope everybody that's like from the hood or whatever is watching and supporting and sharing and liking and subscribing because I do this for us. Like I saw what we grew up in and I said, you know what? We didn't deserve that. We don't deserve this. We much better than a handout of welfare when you're taking it off of our off of what we were supposed to be left, our inheritance. You're acting like you're helping us out when the government funding is from our inheritance, and you're giving us like, and you're not even giving it to us easily. You're giving us a hard fucking time getting those. Like so, what's been happening should no longer be happening. I just want to bring it to light and then have people that they say it's like they know it in their head but they're not saying it out loud. They don't know what people are going to like. Forget all of that. Say stuff, or if you don't want to say something, you're not comfortable, at least support the people that's brave enough to come out and call out certain people, certain groups where I know that my views are going to go lower. I'm not going to get as much support from the algorithm because these are the people that own it, and I'm talking about them for the benefits of you guys to please start not for the benefit of y'all to be like I was thinking it and I know I wasn't bugging. I'm doing it so you could say stuff you saying, all this like, why is it like this for us? Why were you saying and late at night to God, why me, why us? You're gonna have to start to listen to my show and see that it's not really God, bro. If you start listening to what God really wants you to do, none of this even will be happening to us, bro. Because most of the stuff that we're doing is not godly like. It's mostly sin, right? Partying and this and that, drinking this and having a great time doing all these things. Want to be looking better than everybody. Want everybody to want them. Oh, this bitch can't beat me. And like, what's going on? What's going on? So don't say why. Nigga, God probably looking at y'all like, what you mean why? Well, God probably looking like, I'm tired of y'all. Y'all so ignorant. Like, I'm about to make it rain on y'all all week. Like, he probably brought mad snowstorms and y'all don't even know why. And it's because the stuff y'all asking him at night. He probably like, oh, it's gonna rain tomorrow. It's gonna be a big snowstorm tomorrow. Cause y'all just annoying me, and I'm about to make it rain on your heads. Like I'm gonna make the weather uncomfortable because you're getting on my nerves. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, don't ask some stupid questions, bro. Because I'm pretty sure God is somewhat like probably a January Capricorn, and all that stupidity will get you left on red, and I won't be answering no phone call. I will save your number as a whatever. Like I got people number as something troublemaker. I got people number as something crackhead. I got people number saved as do not answer scam likely. I got mad people like that's I'm really saving people numbers like that, and I've been doing that all my life. So if I'm not answering your number, I got you saved as something. Like it's gonna be some type of title. You're fouled under, and I'm not answering for you no more, bro, because you're not helping out. You're just keeping me stagnant, and I don't like staying stagnant. I like moving ahead. I like going up and up and up. I do not like. I like to be as close to God as I can. I don't like to descend. I don't like to stay in this category when I know its category continue. It's I want to say it's endless. It's endless. It's endless boundaries, right? Like you could never reach all the way up to the sky. You could never reach all the way to the end of the earth. You can never dig and hit and say I can't dig no more. So it's endless. It's endless boundaries. So why bound yourself to something and then try to bound me too because you don't care about how endless everything is and you don't want to continue on? Like I just can't. I cannot. I cannot wait. It's like that movie Alive, or not. It's not. It's called something else. It's on Netflix about the people that was on the airplane in the Andean Mountains. And mind you, the Andean Mountains was weird in Chile. It was like in Chile and over back in Latin America, right? This is where the plane crashed and the people was eating all those people. And literally, they ate all those people when they could have just walked their asses, just like those people that walked. They got there. It didn't take that long, and they got there. And I think all those people could have walked. They didn't have to stay out there and eat all those bodies. But I can't say if I've never been in that situation where when you're in the middle of like the Andean mountains and it's all freezing, where you really don't know how long it could take for you to get somewhere, and you just kind of stay scared. But like I said, that's kind of like a great example of what I'm trying to explain. Like when you stay still and you're staying bound, it was bound to die because they ran out of bodies. They ran out of people to eat. When them people came to save them, it was mad bones on the floor. I was like, yo, that's so crazy that you had all those skeletons on the ground when they came to save y'all. Like that's so embarrassing that they ate all those people. And these people were waiting for their families to come back and they literally you ate them. But anyway, it is what it is. You gotta survive, right? But I just felt like they could have prevented a lot of people from dying a lot if they would have just went on and did what they had to do instead of staying bound and staying stuck because they don't know what's gonna happen. Don't worry about what's gonna happen. Worry about if I stay here, what's gonna happen. Which at the end they eventually got to that point and then got some rescuing, right? So it's your own mindset that's holding you back. And I don't want to have people around me. Like, look at this is what I was showing. Like, I was like, if people not moving like this going forward, if you're not moving like this going forward for me, I'm not fucking with you, bro. Like, if you're not gonna move like Shorty, if you're not gonna be like this, if you're not moving like this behind, you see how homeboy was saying we had to say, and Shorty stepped up. Shorty stepped up and was like, I got your back. Like, I'm the guy. I want my friends to do this. Boom. Okay? Bonnet on and all. Okay? Like, if I'm talking like that guy is talking and my friends ain't taking a step up and going like this, I ain't fucking with you. Like, this year, if you're not supporting, I'm going to do that for you. Matter of fact, I do that for people. I'm about 2, 3 people Cody's, bro. I done been a Cody for 2, 3 different people. Nobody was my Cody. Nobody ever put in no work for me to go to jail for them. But I put in work or I was around people and went to jail with people and it had nothing to do with me. It was they shit. And I went to jail. I was like 3 different people Cody's. They shit and I'm getting locked up for it. So anyway, but nobody got locked up for me. Nobody was my Cody. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, if you're not moving like that, if you're not stepping up, and Shorty had the bonnet on because guess what? She ain't had no time to do her hair. She threw her bonnet on because she wasn't missing the event. She wasn't missing having somebody back. She came through with her bonnet because she was ready. She got up and she got out there. Like, fuck getting my hair done. I don't got time to put the wig on, nothing. I'm out here. And she's stepping up. And if you ain't stepping up for me like that this year, I'm not going to know you. That's it. I could do all bad by myself. And trust me, when I'm by myself, last thing I'm doing is bad. So it's a win-win. It's a win-win at the end of the day. We getting rid of trash and we reaching goals. We reaching goals and we getting rid of the garbage. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to play this real quick because I feel like I was watching a show and the migrants, somebody was interviewing the migrants, and the migrant said he was staying in the Roosevelt Hotel for about a year and a half now. And they been in this. He said, "Well, what's going on in the hotel? Like they got y'all there for a year and a half. Are they putting y'all to work? Are they putting y'all in programs to get y'all to start working or whatever?" He's like, "Oh no, we haven't established their I guess their green card or their citizenship yet." So he said that they still are just staying at the hotel, like they just chilling there. And he was like, "Well, how do y'all live? How do you eat? How do you?" He's like, "Oh, they feed us 3 times a day. They giving these people free breakfast, lunch, and dinner in the Roosevelt Hotel." That's insane, bro. I don't got no problem with migrants, but if I was to go to the Roosevelt Hotel to try to stay there, they'll probably charge me about $300 to $400 a night, right? This is an upscale. This is supposed to be an upscale hotel in Manhattan, and you got a whole bunch of people that's not even from America just popped up here, not putting in no work, not paying no taxes, and you letting them stay in an upscale hotel for over a year and a half and feeding them 3 meals a fucking day. They're living better than anybody in America that's living. They're living better than anybody that's living in New York right now. Everybody is scraping and scrapping to pay rent to feed themselves, and they're getting a free luxury hotel stay, free fucking breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You eating 3 meals a day? Can I become a fucking immigrant? Can I become one? Because like, is this is what they getting? And then look at this shit. They're bringing people in like this. Now you see how that nigga went from English to Spanish? He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm about to talk my native tongue." He like, "I don't wanna go to work. I just don't wanna go to work." Then he starts speaking Spanish. I no tengo destino. And it's like, what the fuck? I don't want to go to work either, bro. Like, where can I sign up at? Where is the skin bleach at? Give me the skin bleach, and I'm about to pop out to the Roosevelt Hotel because I need 3 meals a day in a nice hotel right off the strip of Fifth Avenue too. I want to be right off the strip of Fifth Avenue as well. Manuelio, Julio. I want to do that as well. But what the fuck? So I cannot. I've been living in New York all my life, and I never seen nothing like this. I never seen nobody live in a Manhattan hotel paying no and then getting meals for free, and just like y'all so. And then who's paying for that? Oh, y'all bet you. And then I just got my taxes back. I'm about to go over to the I just got my W-2s back. I'm about to go to the Roosevelt Hotel and show them my W-2s and demand a room and some free fucking food as well. Just like Manuel and them. I am not gonna be paying all these fucking taxes. I'm not gonna be paying all this goddamn money. And then to have somebody dancing around like I know with that fucking they gyrating ass fucking hips, pulsating ass pelvises. They're pulsating the shit out of their pelvises, saying they don't want to go to fucking work. I'm like, come on, no. You're using my money? I know they ain't use none of that money. They done took a lot of money. I know they didn't use none of them. I want to see their transcripts. I want to see every dollar how they was able to accomplish this because I know none of my money came out of that because I need it returned. I need it returned or I need a room. They're gonna give me a fucking room in there, or they're gonna return the funds that they took. I don't care if it's $3.50. I want it back. I want it back. Wherever all that money is going, please show me my transcripts so I can show you what I don't want to be calculated. I'm gonna say, hey, take me out of this. Take me out of this hedge fund. Take me out of this hedge fund. Take me out of this fucking hedge fund. I don't want to put my taxes towards this. I don't want to put. They should have like a CD. They should have like some type of like portfolio where you could say, listen, if I have to pay taxes, please put it towards this, that, and this. Not just snatch it up and y'all do your own thing. Because if y'all are gonna be doing that, can I please see the transcripts so I can see what y'all been doing? It seems like a lot of people been doing coke. It seems like a lot of people been having sex with kids. It seems like a lot of people have been acting. These celebrities is weird as hell. We don't know what you're doing to them. We don't know what you're doing to them. We got Taraji P. Henderson rolling her eyes at Oprah. Oprah walking in like a big pervert Barney. She looking like fucking Barney. She like, hey, hey y'all. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like she looking mad pedophile coming into that wherever they was at, like the Empire State or wherever they was at. I think they was at the Empire State Building, of course, because they're coded. These are cryptic people. So yeah, she coming in there like, hey everybody, and it's like, bruh, I think these people are men. It was like the other day. The other day, somebody said something, and they used. I think it was like Takashi, what's that girl named sister that eats she beating girls up, and this is something she's getting compensated for. She's becoming a celebrity and making a lot of money for beating other black girls up. She's not beating white girls up. She's not beating Hispanic girls up because the Hispanic girl, whatever that girl is that she was going to jump on, they had Mariah Lynn hit her. And I think I think all that stuff is scripted as hell. Because what was she doing fighting Marsh, one of her sister young friends anyway, to teach her what when it was mad grown women like Sky or Camilla that she could afford, but everybody want to be a kumbaya when they on the bad girls club. Like get the fuck like no, y'all gotta fight too, right? Why is Camilla kangaroo pouch and fucking Sky, all these bitches is above 6 feet, they all 6'10". It's like why is they not fighting Takashi? So this is all scripted. It's all scripted. It's all fake. They all do fake fighting because they all grow up in boxing. They all grow up in porn. They all want to be actors, porn stars. Because you got to be comfortable with being naked, this and that, to be an actor in the first place, right? You got to do a lot of intimate roles. Sometimes they want you to show your naked nudeness. So most of these people are coming. They all grow up being taught to be porn, track stars, because that's how they get the decent bodies. They do track, they do porn, they get all played with when they're young, cause so they can be comfortable with their sexuality. All of that stuff, I know that's what they get trained, and that's what they're doing with these children that become adults. And these adults are weird as fuck because that's what they grow up in, and they think it's normal. They don't know what normal really is. So they'll be looking at you like, oh well, we're different, and this is what we get to do, and we're celebrities. Because this is what like they say, Kylie, like, oh, she's not the average 18-year-old because y'all always fucking her at 6. Like we don't care. We don't care. Like what does that mean? Like oh, she's like some grown old woman. Like because y'all been playing with her since she was young. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, and I think all of them play like that. They all got things on their mouth. All of them have things on their mouth. So I think they all sucking the same bad one. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna say the same stuff over and over. So I don't want to be really repetitive. So y'all should know how I feel about these people, right? And what they're doing. Now I don't feel bad. I don't feel like that about all Spanish people and this and that. I'm just talking about the ones that participate. A lot of these people, or for them to even be here, you got to figure out how y'all even got here in the first place when y'all have your own space and area. So, you got to just think about that. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people come here and they slide in illegally. So some of them are just living impoverished lives. And they're like, what she's talking about? We're not all a part of no cult, this and that. And it's like sometimes you got to understand, like, that's probably by choice. Because when you do slide in here illegally, y'all do find your own people, and y'all do have your own way. They try to bring you into the church. They come directly to certain jobs. So I mean, that's the same thing, ain't it? Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's still a support that should not have to be because you're coming somewhere that you don't belong. But and then you're eating out of people's mouths that are here already. You're voting for this, you're voting for that, and it's fucking up our lives. The more y'all vote for snatching our inheritance up to do all this stuff. But it's whatever. We're not going to be able to really get through these people's heads because they think that they're supposed to be doing what they're doing because they're not going to give it up. They're not going to go back or whatever. So, because they gotta fill those barrels up and send those barrels back to the goddamn under the sea areas, right? Where they all living in water. Dubai is under like 1 foot of water. All these people are like ankle deep in water. and they gotta continue to support those people over there, so they're not gonna leave. So it's whatever. You can talk to your face is blue, and they're gonna keep playing games with you with dumbass shit they be saying. Um, I don't know. I don't have really nothing else to say. I think I've been here long enough. And I want to talk about this guy too, but I don't have to say I can't continue to talk about this guy more than enough. As you can see, he was covering his eye in the interview. Um, y'all gotta understand that these people are all scams. Is all the whole thing about him getting found guilty, and they literally had the situation on tape. On tape, you saw the whole situation literally being videotaped. And I don't even know how you could get something like that on videotape so clear from whatever surveillance camera that was on them. This is all production. Like I was like, yo, I don't know how stupid people could be to think that this stuff is like some celebrity really was trying to catch a cab with his girl. It was tussling with his girl. It wasn't really no tussling. It was just him standing there and he grabbed something and ran, and then she ran behind him like, and he got locked up for that. And it's like obviously they're trying to show you that if you mess with a white girl, you'll go down, because that's the story that they've been using since they've been lynching us, since they've been hanging us on trees. That's been the narrative. If you mess with one of these white girls, they can bury you in jail or something like that, right? Because the law is going to take their backs regardless. So this is all a scam. They love to keep the propaganda going. They love to keep the propaganda going. So if you really think that a celebrity is trying to get in a cab and they had some perfect surveillance on the corner in Manhattan to see all of that, and you're just as stupid as, you know what I'm saying, the people that continue to buy these expensive name brands where you could find it a duplicate for a fraction of the price that's going to be made in the same sweatshop or across the seas, when they should be sending those machines back over here where they got it from. You're the same idiots that's supporting them taking all of our industrial stuff overseas and giving them the jobs when it was originally over here. Um, so yeah, all of that stuff is a scam. I believe this guy is playing another role of someone else as well. But I already showed that already. Before I go, I do want to do like a twins. Of course, I'm gonna do a twins. And you see how everybody do twins, like that song, like when the girl's like, nobody knows me like you do. Nobody gonna me quite like you. Baby, in my eye, you know, lying, crying, baskets. Never gonna love like this. Yeah, so that anyway, that's one. You see how she begin the song like twin, where have you been? Like, you see how that shit, like, twin, tell me, after, when I was doing my twin file, when I was doing all this twin, I'm like, oh, what are they, twins? Remember when I first was doing that? Like, oh, what are they, twins? They sister, they brother, they cousins, they gotta be directly related. Remember when I used to say that? Now, ever since I said that, do you not see how many twin, like, everybody's saying twin is, like, I'm saying, I'm talking about making money. I'm not talking about just in general. They are capitalizing off of the twin, like, oh, my twin, or the celebrities are saying, oh, this my twin, or the song. It's like so many songs that say, oh, this my little treacherous twin, or this my twin. Oh, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, like, anyway, you get what I'm trying to say. It's just there's so many twin things coming out, and it's just like, bro, like, they love to make money off of anything I say, bro. Like, I can't get $1, but they making all the capital. So it's whatever. I'm gonna just let it. I'm gonna just let it go. I'm gonna just let it go. I'm just leave it alone. But yeah, I just found that funny how everything is twin now. Twin this, twin that, twin that. And I'm not saying I came up with twin, because I've been seeing twin since I was younger. Like when I play around with guys and I really I play like a good guy friend or whatever. I always be like, hey twin, like stop, we twins. Like I always say we twins or whatever. So if that was like my good guy friend or like a guy I talk to, whatever, I always call him like twin. I'd be like, okay, twin, like we twins. So I've been saying twin, and I don't think I made it up. I definitely, once I start saying like twin is twin, like the next thing you know, they all like twin. twin, everything twin. They'll tell you like, oh, not a celebrity. They show you all these celebrity lookalikes, like, oh, this celebrity look just like this person, this and that. And it's like, bro, these are not the celebrity twins that they showing you. They're not even regular people. They all imposters. Like, you know how Elvis Presley got all these fake Elvises, or Michael Jackson got. It's the same thing. They those are their people too. They're making those imposters too. Those imposters are just as weird as these celebrities. They're all a part of the same code. Like I'm telling you, they just showing y'all how many they make. Like look how many prototypes we made of these shits. And they try to play us for dumb like these are regular people that look just like Drake or look just like, it's like no, no, no. That's one of your people too. And y'all putting them in, they make a living being an imposter of that person because they know that what they are. They know what they were created to be here for. And they actually make that a career of impostering that person. But anyway, I just thought that was crazy. But I'm just like, now they done stole the twin thing. I'm trying to see if I got anything else I really want to talk about. I really don't got nothing else to talk about, tell you the truth. I'm gonna just leave y'all with some old photos. We're gonna look at some old photos of these things, right? So just this one right here. You could tell they saying like, oh, this is from 1947. It's a picture of him from 19 something. But you could tell this is a Photoshop picture because they're like, oh, he got a baby. He wrote, where's the baby at? Ain't no baby. They like, oh, look at the father. They like father at the Brooklyn Bridge, the father. So it's like they trying to act like there's some father that they really took a picture of, but yet no baby is even in the fucking stroller. So this is obviously a Photoshop picture of an actual model, a model knowing that he was going to take this picture. And look how everything is so empty in Manhattan. When is Manhattan so empty? So you could tell that these people did something wow to even clear out the whole Manhattan where they were able to take all these Photoshop pictures in the first place, right? Because it's very weird that a beautiful place like this that's built with a whole, everything is built out, the street, everything is built out to a T. But there's no fucking people around. Everything is empty as hell. That's weird. Like, what the hell did y'all do? Did y'all gas chamber the same Holocaust? The same Holocaust that they're trying to tell you about that happened to Jews that we can't even prove. We could prove what happened to us. You know that your family could remember all the lynching, all the signs that was up saying no Negroes, and all the things that they were doing to us. That's not something that we gotta guess. We were alive and well. Our family, our moms and our grandparents were alive and well when all that fucked up shit was happening to us, right? So we don't have to prove what happened to us. But these people want us to be so sympathetic, and they want us to keep giving them all this money, and they want us to not say nothing about nothing, or you're anti-Semitic or this and that, about a situation that we can't even prove happened to them. And on top of that, not only can we not prove that it happened to them because it happened so long ago, which is what they love to do. They love to tell you something that happened so long ago that you can't ask nobody if it actually even happened. And then we can't even trust what they say because, like the title Pinocchio, these Italian fake people, these people are not real boys. They're not real girls. They're puppets, right? These people that were being created, these Italian puppets, they come over here and they lie. They're liars. As I told y'all from history, when they came over here, I showed y'all a documentary where they said these people were known as being habitual liars, like literally lying about every fucking thing, right? So you got to understand that we can't even say, hey, these people that survived the so-called Holocaust, if what they saying is true, because they're not even known as telling the truth, and we don't really have no real proof that nothing happened to them. And on top of that, it did not happen here. It didn't even happen fucking here. So why are we so sympathetic? Why do we have to be so quiet? Why did we have to give them money? I got it in here on how much money they got from us. They got a whole shitload of money from America. Like that had something to fucking do with us. So this is disgusting, but we can't talk about nothing that happened to us that we could prove, that we lived through and we got through, and still are being very cool people working for y'all, not saying shit. After we saw with our own faces what you did to our fucking family members, and then y'all won't even give us our money, but we gotta send our money to other people about wars that got nothing to do with niggas again. We ain't over there doing nothing to these people, but you're taking our money and giving it to them in our face. When we told you, when y'all seen what happened to us, and y'all won't give us a fucking dollar, and we still working and being quiet and good Negroes as God wants us to be, because our God will fight for us. You know what I'm saying? So we don't sweat nothing, because we understand that the divine source is within us, and when you play around with fire, you're gonna get burnt, baby. So it's just like, go ahead and keep playing with the hot ass oven. Keep going and keep playing with people that you shouldn't be playing. Keep playing with something that you ain't supposed to be playing with. You're gonna get hurt. So yeah, I just wanted to show y'all some of the photos, just showing y'all how much of a joke this is, right? So now we got the fake photo of this guy, right, with no kid, father with no kid in the stroller. Then you got these people looking very homely and dirty, right? This is not our phenotype. It's not us. This not us. These people are the indentured servants that come over here, right? And look how homeless they look. They look bad. One don't even got no shoe on his feet. One don't even got no shoes on his feet. You're never going to see a picture of an American Negro. You're never going to see a picture of an American Negro. You're never going to see a picture of American Negro like that. You're never going to see us looking like that, because we were already here. They were coming over here to get some of our monion. They coming over here to get some of this bread. Okay? We already had the bread. We already had the monion. You're not going to see us looking like that. You're not going to see us look like, we always looked at good, church ready. We always looked at church ready. We always had our Sunday best on. Okay? Every day was a Sunday back in the days. Every day was a church day back in the days. Look at these. Look how homeless and bummy these people are. Another barefooted bandit. Another barefooted bandit. Another barefoot bandit. Okay. Now, mind you, they inside of a home, a nice home, because these are when they was coming down the Alchapecha Mountains, coming through Virginia and Maryland and all that. We were helping these people get establish these homes. We were helping them build these homes. I have footage. We have actual pictures showing that we were helping them construct these little homes that they were living in. That we were living in. We were living in little cottages. The people that didn't have a lot was living in homes like this. And a lot of some people that when they were living in a plantation and stuff, they were able to live in a big house, right? So anyway, that's beside the point, right? So we have these people. This is not us either. This is not us. This is the French. This is the French. Don't get these people mixed up with these people. These are not the French. This is not the French. This is an Aboriginal. This is somebody that's from like Australia, Africa. This is like a Melanesian. He's like a Melanesian person, right? These people are French from like Germany, Italy, where else? Geneva. These are French black people, right? Don't they look nice? They wear different clothes. We wear different clothes from them. We wear these kind of clothes. This is where they getting these clothes from. They getting these clothes from us, right? They getting these outfits from us. Not this outfit. These outfits from us. We don't wear clothes like this. This is homely clothes. These people got French clothes on. These are French clothes. Okay? This is the French. So these people will be the first. These are the people that was coming across. When they say, oh, the Dutch was coming, da da da. This is the French that was really coming. And they was incorporating with Negroes. And then these people made, when they came, they were making people that look like this. Would be the British. Remember I told you the British will have more of a predominant chin? Because they were intermixing. These French and Negroes were making British people that have like the Jay Leno chin, because and you got to know how the people look like before, because the white people that look like this today, they don't look like what they used to look like. They used to look like this. They all used to have like this Italian. You see how her chin is predominant. So when you mixing us together, when you getting them black, sometimes you see the chin, it gets predominant. Okay, like if that makes any sense. Like they start to mix in with us, and they get that. That's more Canada, French people that was coming in here. These French people that was coming in here working with us. They used to work in the education in the South, this and that. Now you got all these people. These people were workers. They said they were in the cotton mill. They were working in the cotton mill. Look how homely they look. Look how homely. Look how they wearing their hair. One lady is wearing her hair like she has some Negro in her or something. Like they wear their hair. Do you think white people look like that today? These are the same Italian, Russian, German, Jewish. These people come here and this is what they were when they first got here. These are the same people. Now these same people today will say, "Oh, I'm American from America," or I'm country." They're talking to Beyonce, saying Beyonce can't sing country music, like as these white people are country people. They think they're country folk. They forget where they come from, bro. Like this is not country folk. These are people that came to the country, but you're not originating from the South. And now we can't even sing country music that you got that from us. And we can't sing no country music because it's yours because they think they're the Southerners. They think they from the and it's crazy because look, this is not a Southern feature. We could put the same feature, we could look at this feature and we could place you in Europe, Iceland, Poland. These features is over there. So how could you say your country when your features come from over there? So it's so weird that they think they're country and they're from the South. When they forgot they came here and was begging us to help them. Establish themselves here. And now we can't even sing no country music? Jesus Christ. So all we got is rap and R&B. We created all music genre. We created all music genre. All music genre comes from the church, from the organ, the grand piano, the organ, and all the other instruments that come with the church. All of this music is remixed, sampled. All of this is samples of church music. Every single song that you get is going to come from church, even from the 60s and the 70s. That's why when you was in the 60s and the 70s, those people parents was telling them that they was sinning into not sing that devil music because they were taking the church music and turning it into love songs, sexualizing it, and this and that. And that's not what the music was created for. And then it went on and on and on and on. There's more sexualized, and there's more sexualized, and now we're just naked. Bitches is on the stage with leotards and with panties on. And they're busting it right the fuck open and making sexual gestures. And this is where music from the church is at today. So, I don't know what to tell you because I do have a good time twerking. I do have a good time twerking. But I do understand also that we're being very ignorant and it's bliss to us. It's like ignorance is bliss is for real. Like, you got to understand how ignorant it is and how it's hurting you as a people. Because you got people like this saying, hey, you can't sing country now. You got West Indians saying, hey, we invented rap. You got all those West Indians up there rapping, Nicki Minaj, all these Caribbeans up there rapping this and that, and it's acting like it's their music. Yet they sample every single song. Every single song that these people are making is sampled from our original people. So it's like, come on. Then let's think about the music trust, the whatever trust, all that money that goes into those the music, this and that, all those scholarships. Do we get any? Do we get any of those scholarships? Do we get any of that music trust? Do we get? No, it's getting sent to people outside of the other. All this shit gotta stop. Like I'm telling y'all, all of this stealing and robbing us blind, it gotta come to an end because at this generation, we're not really into just letting y'all do that and saying, "Oh no, be quiet because they're gonna kill us." Like I don't know. We might just gonna have to see what they're gonna do because I feel a little Jeffrey Dahmer myself. Like I'm feeling a little Jeffrey Dahmer myself. So you know what I'm saying? That they feel like they just gonna be out here being natural. What is it? Natural. What was that movie called when it was like natural born killers? And if they think they're gonna be out here being natural born killers, then I mean, at some point we gotta understand that they come from us. That we got it inside us too. Like you know what I'm saying? That we got that. The only thing about us is that we value and respect life, right? We do value and respect life. The only time that we really care about like trying to kill somebody is because they did something directly. It's not like, oh, I just want to go out and just kill Mexicans because they're coming across the border. We have not yet to do that to nobody, right? So that's not something that we're doing. We're not murdering people for who they are. We're killing people because it's like, bro, you play with my money, you play with my family, you play with my girl, you play with this. So if you're playing with personal possessions of someone, especially American Negro, we are like real tight about our stuff, and we'll get wild with you and try to like get you back, like try to get you. But I'm telling you, no one is randomly just murdering each other. Like when you think of like gangs and this and that, most of the time those people are being infiltrated or mind washed by Caribbeans and this and that. Like most of these people are gangs, and they're a lot of them are other races. They're not even like American niggas. A lot of American niggas not really in gangs. So it's like that concept is like a propaganda. It's like another fake. Oh, us and them. We're all in one category because it's not really us doing that. So yeah, like I said, we're not really killing people the way out of nowhere, but we don't think that we don't have it in us. And at this point with this generation and the way how we moving, I don't think that we're really gonna be just standing around letting what's been going on continue because we see what the outcome of it is through our parents. Like I see my parent get a master's degree, this and that, and still didn't get everything that a master's degree all that's supposed to come with because she's not in the code, she didn't do this, she didn't marry the right guy. Like that's not supposed to be the way to be in this so-called luxury category or in the first class. You shouldn't have to be coming from a certain. It's like I got my education, I did what I was supposed to do, I got my degree. Where the fuck is the benefit of it? That's what you said we're supposed to do here, right? And it's like, no, all these other people are winning anyway because it's who they knew, and they got to skip the line. And most of these people are not even from here. So I don't know how long we're gonna continue to watch this and not really do nothing, not take no action, not do anything. In my opinion, I know that Dame Calloway and all these people want you to do like a GoFundMe and put your money together and do all this stuff. But literally, what I'm suggesting is very fucking free. Everything I do is free. This show is free. I don't get no cash apps. I don't get no support. I don't get any what is these called when you super chats? I don't get nothing. And literally I don't really want nothing because my views are very low and I don't think that many people on here even have it. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying that you're broke. I'm just saying like yeah, I probably don't really got money to be just giving out to like YouTubers and things like that. Whatever. If you are supporting other YouTubers, then shit, support me too. But if you just don't have it, that's fine. And it's understandable because I'm doing this for people that don't really have. I'm not doing it for the people that's in those winning positions, like those CEO positions and this and that. Because most of those people are not even American Negroes. So I don't really expect that from my group, whatever. But if you got it or if you want to, nobody's stopping you. But you could continue to support that. But what I suggest is very free. All I'm suggesting is that when it's time to vote, right? When it's time to vote, go up to the voting place and protest. We want to like do like a human chain against the toll booths, the voting booths. Do like a human chain against the voting booths because we don't want nobody to vote. Most of these people that came in here are immigrants and they're going to be voting on who those people who let them in here told them to vote for. So this is not fair. You're bringing people in here that haven't been here for that long and they are voting on how our funds and the direction of what our country is going in and how our funds will be distributed. And you're letting immigrants vote for that. But then these people know how to not be taxed. These people know not how to avoid being tax exempt. And we are the ones that's being taxed and working overtime and doing all these jobs. So it's like, why would we let these immigrants vote and have the directive on where our funds will be? But we are the ones that's doing all the paying. We are the ones that got everybody on our back, bro. So it's like, at some point, y'all got to smarten up and say, hey, most of these people are on benefits. They're all disabled. They all can't work. They all on government. And that's white people. That's Jewish people. That's Russian people. These people are all on disability. People are all on some type of government plan. Like, bro, none of these people are really even working. So who's really working? Who's giving all this money out to taxes? It's the niggas. It's the Negroes and people that don't benefit from all this stuff. So I feel like we gotta take some type of stand this year when the Jubilee is up and it's up for renewal. It's up for renewal, right? The Jubilee. So since the contract is up and it's up for renewal, we gotta some at some point you gotta understand after this election, they're gonna think that you are in agreement of what they do. Because even if you vote or not, the people that's voting is signing off with their name, agreeing upon what the country is doing. And no one is satisfied of what they've been doing thus far. So why are we still signing our Johnny Hancock on these voting booths, agreeing upon what they're doing, and we don't agree upon what happens to us in their terms while they're president? We never see no money back from it. We don't never see no tax relief. We don't see no rent relief. We don't see nothing. It's been a long enough time for you to get through your big ass skull head to say, hey, they are ripping us off, and we continue to sign off. And if you don't vote, it doesn't. It's like a closed mouth don't get fed. So it doesn't help you when you don't vote because you're still letting other people vote for you because it's still the vote still counts. So if you're not voting, other people are voting. And trust and believe they're voting for you because you're gonna be involved in what direction their voting does. So I suggest do a human chain in front of the voting booths, in front of the voting places, and say, hey, we're not letting none of y'all vote. We're not letting nobody vote. We're not voting. You're not voting. We're not letting nobody vote. This shit is a scam. And they got to stop this year. Last voting, they showed us how big of a scam it is. If that wasn't the biggest shit show I ever saw in my life, when people get to vote from home, like, oh, you can just vote from home. I thought you got to show your ID and stuff. So you just letting anybody vote, just taking ballots because you desperate to win. You so desperate to win that you letting anybody just do. Like, the rules is out the window, and the rule. Oh no, because it's COVID, this and that. We don't even know what the hell that was. Like, I'm telling y'all, these people are treacherous. That's some desperate ass shit to act like some COVID thing happened and now you gotta vote from home and this and that. And it's like, if that wasn't the biggest shit show I ever saw in my life, and y'all gonna still let them do the same process again? I'm telling y'all, if the process goes through and nobody attempted to stop this stupid ass voting process, right? At some point, y'all gotta stop this shit. If y'all not stopping it this year, I quit. I fucking quit, bro. I'm just gonna go transfer my YouTube over to what is it called? Vlogging. I'm gonna be vlogging. I'm no longer gonna be doing history and it's that because if I'm gonna be doing this for free for 3 or 4 years and nobody's gonna even attempt to stop the weird stuff that's going, you're just gonna just keep going and being quiet and not. Then it's no point in me doing this. Like, what is the point? Like, I do love to see you guys, and I guess I'll see y'all in a vlog. I'll be vlogging and just chilling and doing other things and showing y'all how I make moves, and you can make moves, or if you want to make moves and figure out with me, let's get together and be on some type of like what do they call those things? I don't know if they call those little other things where you could go and like chat in a group. Um, it's not coming to me right now, but one of those things like we could. But yeah, I'm gonna just transition into something else because I'm not gonna continue to come up here and be like talk about all these immigrants and this and that when they rule. When they rule here, if they rule here, they rule here. If y'all letting them, if y'all like them that much, like Corey, like the Carmen, when he was letting her do all this stuff. And then when she did got her job done and she's able to make her own money, get her green card, and she doesn't care about being with him no more, and it's like, oh, send her back. No, that's not the way it works, dummy. Be a part of your people, love your people, be in one just like how they are doing. They are smart enough to mess with you, get rid of you, and then go back to their people. They smart enough to do that. They know what they gotta do here. I know y'all not telling me y'all not smart enough to do what's supposed to be done. Like, stick with your people, do the right thing, and then I don't know how much they will prosper here if we stop eating their tacos, stop eating their Chinese food, stop using their Chinese laundry mats, stop like everything. Stop paying for the MTA because we should not have to pay for something our ancestors built. And I'm pretty sure when our ancestors built these trains and all that, they didn't charge us. They probably didn't charge nobody. So, like, why are we paying for it? Why are we paying for something our ancestors built? And you're not even hiring us like that in the field. We're not even getting positions in it. So I don't know. Y'all better figure it out. I'm about to get out of here. I just hope that everybody really brainstorm. Please leave a comment because I read all your comments. After I get off of here, I look at all the comments before I get off. Before I really end the live, please leave some comments. A lot of your comments are really good. A lot of people make a lot of good points. I've been trying to read the comments, but I'm telling you, I'm gonna get better at organizing my pictures because my pictures really are not organized. And yeah, so yeah, they showed Tesla. Tesla's coming out with a new human robot. I'm telling y'all, these people are weird. Like if they make these things, you're gonna start seeing these people. You're gonna start seeing people date these things. You're gonna start seeing girls and guys saying, "Oh, I'm dating this Tesla. This my man. This my girl." You're gonna start seeing people actually in relationships with these weird ass robots because everybody's acting mad weird with each other right now. Like nobody really wants to be in a relationship. Nobody trusts nobody. Everybody acting mad out there, like, or not trusting nobody. No, so it's just like really weird, a very weird place right now to even be dating or being in a relationship with somebody because people want you to be perfect or not do nothing or not speak to no opposite sex, but they are able to do so. So nobody's really, people are looking for you to do something that they're not doing themselves. And that's why relationships are not working because nobody's doing what they want somebody to do. They're not doing themselves. Like you want me to do all these things, but then I'm catching you doing all this in some fucking body face. Like you all in some fucking female face, but I can't even say, oh, thank you for holding the door. If a guy hold the door for me, I can't even say thank you without you being like, oh, you a hoe. Oh, you so desperate ass bitch. Like, what? What did I do? He just held the door and I said thank you. And then I turn around and you like, got your teeth smiling in all some fucking body face, holding the door for her, and then the door closing on me. And it's like, oh, like, that don't make any sense. So a lot of people are wanting you to do one thing and they're not doing what they want you to do. And then on top of that, when you say, hey, you did this, you mad at me about this, but you did this, and then they laughing like that shit funny. Like it's not funny. Like, oh, you was in that girl face. I wasn't in that girl face. You thought I was in that girl face? Like, I'm done. Like, you're weird. You're weird, bro. I don't care if he was in a girl face. Because guess what? The nigga that held my door, I thought he was funny too. Like, not saying good looking. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought he was funny too. And I wanted to laugh too. So nobody's mad that you laughed with the girl. I'm mad that you checked me about something. And then when I say, hey, you did something, now it's funny. And it's cute because, oh, you jealous or like, oh, it's cute. You mad about that? Like, no, you was mad about that. I'm saying something about this so you can stop being mad about that. But we see that's not going to happen because people want one thing and they want a whole nother, and that's why people are not working out because it got to be some type of balance. People got to be even. It can't be this and that. And then it's like, it's a lot of issues. I can't even bring up all the issues. But yeah, anyway, another thing before I go, I see these young kids, right? These young kids doing these dances. Let me find it. These young kids is out here doing all these dances, right? All right, let me show you this one. Look at this one. They over here doing all these dances, right? Look how fast he going. Look at how fast he dancing. Look how fast he dancing. Boom, boom, boom. This nigga moving like 10 map. He going as fast as the A train, right? That's on the express line. So I'm just letting you young people know y'all can dance mad fast like that all y'all want. But y'all not really thinking with your heads. Because when we in 2045, when we in like 2050, 2045, and y'all like 40, 30 something, 40, and y'all wanna be like, oh, let's do them old dances we used to do. When y'all gonna wanna do your old dances and go back and reminisce, y'all not gonna be able to do these dances. Y'all gonna be hearing your knees and your back is gonna be click clacking. It's gonna be click clack, click clack, click clack. Y'all gonna be looking like, oh shit, oh I can't. Y'all not gonna be able to even do y'all dances. So y'all not really that smart. Y'all think y'all doing all these new and like y'all think y'all doing all these innovative dances, right? And they fast as fuck, right? Y'all moving mad fast, like and it's like, all right, boom. Y'all look cute. But when y'all 45, when y'all 40, 30, and y'all like, oh, let's do them old dance. Remember we used to be like, y'all gonna look stupid because y'all not gonna be able to do your own dances. So think about these dances that I hope y'all don't get no faster. I hope y'all start to slow down. If y'all don't want to slow down, do not go no faster than what y'all doing. All that jumping up and down, you're not gonna be able to do that at 35, 40. You're not gonna be able to do your old dances. You're gonna be like, oh, get light, get light. And you're gonna get on the floor, and you're not gonna be able to get back up. Somebody gonna be able to. People gonna be here trying to drag y'all back up off them dances y'all doing. I just wanted to say that real quick because I see the direction of dancing. I see the direction it's going in, and y'all niggas is on coke. Y'all literally are on some type of hard drugs because that's the only thing y'all on that same shit Jesse Spano from Saved by the Bell was when she was so excited. Y'all like on some so excited. Where's my pills? Where's my pills? Like, cause like, bro, why are y'all moving so fast? Like, y'all not thinking about it. Y'all not fucking using your brain. You know the dances we used to do? I can still do them. Like the heel and toe, the wind all the way down, anything. We could still do those dances because we were smart enough to move at a decent pace. Y'all could go as fast as y'all want, thinking y'all leaving people behind. Like, y'all old. Okay, hey. So when I see y'all when y'all 30 and 40, I'm gonna come specifically to y'all pages, and I'm gonna say do that old thing, do that thing like that. I'm gonna be the one. I'm gonna be 70. Who knows what? 60. I'm gonna say do them dance. Remember that dance? Do your dance now, and I want to see y'all. I want to see y'all do all that shit with your legs shaking all over the place. We gonna see then how smart y'all was because y'all ain't gonna be able to do that when y'all get older. So remember, I be giving good advice, bro. Like I hope y'all guys are taking my advice because I give great fucking advice, man. Let me see some of these comments before I go. Let me just check some of this out. See what my friends are saying because y'all know y'all my only friends, right? And y'all know y'all my only friends, right? I don't have no friends. I be trying to have friends and I be looking like fuck that. I be trying to have friends and I be like, fuck all that. I'm gonna go on the internet where I could just log out real quick if it gets weird. Like, you know how awkward it gets in person when you're like, I'm about to pull my hair out if this person say one more thing about something that's getting on your nerves. You know how awkward it gets in person. So yeah, like it's very difficult to have friends in this day and age where a lot of people are growing up off the internet. A lot of people wasn't really outside like that. So it's like we're in like the in between of people that was outside, people that was not outside. And it could get awkward as hell. It could get awkward. People don't know. I'll be looking like, what the fuck is you talking about? And what is we even talking about right now? I'm about to pull my hair out. I'm about to rip this wig off like Rolly. Like, stop fucking lying on me. Like, I'm about to rip my goddamn wig off like them bitches on baddies. They might as well come in there with a nice braid hairstyle, right? Because I don't see why they keep putting wigs on knowing it's going to come right off. Knowing that they're going to end up with the braids. If you know you're going to end up in braids, why don't you just get a cute braid hairstyle so you don't look crazy when you fight? Your hair already going to look cute. You get a cute little braid style. Because wearing a wig knowing that it's going to come off in 3 minutes and you're going to be wearing your braids in the stocking cap over the braids, just get a cute hair braid hairstyle. I mean, I know back in the days when I knew I was fighting, I never came with no wig, braided, looking cute. I used to come looking ready. I used to be like, with our scarves, hair wrap, everything up because bitch, I'm coming to fight. I'm not coming to look cute and fight. I don't know how they fighting looking cute. When I look cute, I be trying to avoid fights like crazy. I be looking like, bitch, not today. Not today. Like, please not today, unless I'm drunk. Because when I'm drunk, I don't know what the fuck together. But, then I don't even drink like that no more. But, back in my day, I was a little bit of a terrorist. But, you know what I'm saying? I used to hang out with a lot of West Indians, too. So, I blame them. I blame the goddamn why they're bad influences, man. And they had the nerve. I remember one time my friend mother had the nerve to act like she said some shit like, "Oh, I'm a bad influence." And I'm looking like me. I'm the one that always be helping this bitch. Like hell no, she the one. She was the bad influence, bro. But this is the kind of game they'll play. They act like their kids is the good ones when their kids is really the ones influencing us to do bad, bro. I never really cared about drinking and all. They wanted to drink a lot. So I'm like, I wasn't the bad as she was, but let me start talking about people indirectly because people know when I'm talking. Honestly, people know when I'm talking about the bro. They be like, "Bitch, you ain't gotta say no name. I know you talking about me, but oh well, like do something." Um, yeah. So anyway, I'm just checking here. Let me see what y'all was saying. And then I gave us the shirt. Oh, which one was the shirt of? Like, does it mean something? It don't mean anything. This is rainbows. Okay, $3. It was on the sales rack, honey. It was on the sales rack, so that's why I got it on. I love buying stuff for $3. Ooh, I can't. I just be like, ooh, $3. Ah, give me two. Give me two colors. I love it. I love me a good cheap sweatshop outfit, boy, coming from straight from China. Um, hey, Michelle, fam. Hey. The design on the shirt is crazy. Oh, thank you, Hollywood. Do you stop watching comments? No, no, no. I don't stop watching comments, but for some reason I come up here every month, and because I come up here barely, I be wanting to just like get as many because I know I'm being here for like 2 3 hours, and even when I try to do it fast, I'm still up here for 2 or 3 hours. So because I noticed that, I stopped like really sidetracking with the comments, so I could just like do my little show and go. One day I'm gonna get my life together and be able to have like a real sit down. I'm still on my laptop. I'm still working with this devil laptop. So once I get my situation better where I could be more comfortable with my laptop, I mean with my PC, then I'll be able to interact a little bit more. But until then, I just come up here and just put something. It's like it basically it's like I'm stalling. It's like I'm stalling. I just want to put up some footage and then go. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to be a part of the comments while I'm talking, but it's very difficult to do with this laptop because like I got this laptop like on side. It's like very difficult to level the laptop, find a way to like instead of it being like up like this, like. But anyway, I'm working on it, Hollywood. Um, that design of your shirt is crazy. Do you like it or something? Like I don't know if it's Spider Man. I have no fucking idea, but they just be doing anything. Um, it was $3. That's I like the $3 more than the design. Um, DC said, "What's up, y'all? I gotta know what the design is on the heart shirt." Oh, I know you ain't asking that damn much about that. Let me stop. It's cute that you care about it so much, but do you think it's like something cryptid? Like I'm not a part of none of that shit, bro. Like I'm really a whole American Negro. Both sides of my family is from the South, and people like us, they try to bury us, bro. Like Freddy Krueger. They try to bury us, and we gotta come back in their dreams. We gotta come back in their dreams. They got us in dreamland, and we gotta wake up out of the dream. Um, because that's how they get us. But I haven't got an answer yet. I know, but I hope I answered you, babe. Need answers to the comment, Janice. Yo, Hollywood, Hollywood. Come to my Instagram and DM me. If I want to know what are you so intrigued about with this shirt? You can have the shirt. I probably won't even wear it again. If you want the shirt, you can have it. Need answers, good info. That's thank you so much. Kind of a scaly design. Hollywood. Let me show you my Instagram because you're really intrigued by the shirt. So you could DM me. And everybody that DMs me in my Instagram, I love y'all. Like I talk to like the same couple of people, but I hope they don't think that like they bother me or anything. Like literally, I love the fact that they write me, and I always write them back. But I don't want them to ever think that I don't like it. Like please continue to write me. They've been writing me forever, and they be just like sending me videos and just showing me stuff, and I love that. So and I always respond back. I always try to respond back to them. So they already know that we cool, but I don't want them thinking in their back of their, sometimes people be thinking like, I'm always sending her something she don't never like, probably because like I don't initiate, and I probably don't initiate, but don't stop sending stuff because of that because I always respond and I do want you guys to write me. Like I don't want y'all to think that I'm being bothered or I don't like it because I did not initiate. Um, yeah. So my Instagram is this number one Number one eye candy. Okay. I know that's backwards. Let me try to put it the right way. Just so you could really see it, just in case. Let me try to put it backwards. I gotta go because like my mouth is done. Like I got that white stuff around my mouth, so you know it's over. All right, so this is probably better. This is probably better. Yeah, hit my Instagram up, and we could talk about the shirt. Okay, we can talk about the shirt as much as you like. And if you want the shirt, you get the shirt is yours. I be wanting to give y'all stuff, but nobody act like they want to give me their address. Like I'm dead, come to their crib. I'm not gonna come to your house. I would love to give y'all things like look at the stuff I got. Like this is just some of the things, right? Like, and it's not like I'm just buying stuff. It's just like sometimes like I get extra like some like it's like my job or whatever. They give us like things and I be having extra stuff. So like I got this panini thing. I already got like I got John Nice. I used the John Nice thing. He has like a McGriddle or whatever. And then I already have another McGriddle thing, panini grid. And then I have a plain one. So I got like three different kinds of like things like this, right? So I don't need another one. But I had got this I think from like I think this was from my job. I'm not sure exactly where I got this from. To say the truth, I be ordering shit and then I end up with like something nicer. And I'll be like, you know what, I don't want this. And it'd be brand new. So I be throwing brand new stuff out. The other day I had a shirt. Remember that pink shirt I had like this? I had like a pink shirt, and it was like, and I had that company sent me two shirts. So, excuse me, because I had two shirts of the same shirt. I don't want two shirts. Like they sent it to me by accident. So because I didn't have nobody to give it to, like I would rather give it to people on here. But because I didn't really have nobody, because like last time I was trying to give something away, nobody really messaged me or whatever. So I'm like, damn, maybe they scared to give me their address, but I would literally don't like not use it, but to send that and that be it because I am not weird like that. But I would like I won't you won't be seeing me on your corner or at your corner store like if you give me your address to send you something. But you know if you cautious and you don't want to give it, then fine. But you know I do want to try to like things that I get extra and I don't want it. I had to give that pink shirt. I gave that pink shirt away to somebody like in a 99 cent store. I was just looking for some lady, and I gave her like these bubble shoes. I had got the bubble shoes, and it came in the wrong size, so I had to get a smaller size. And I just gave the big size away to somebody in the shirt. I gave the bubble shoes and the shirt away to some random lady in the store, and she was looking at me like, "What? Like, do I gotta buy it?" And I'm like, "No, I'm just giving it to you." And she's like, "Why?" And I was like, "Cause I have extra. Like, what do you want me to do with it? I don't want to." Have two, three. Like, there's no reason for me to have two because I don't even wear it more than once. Like, most of the time, I barely wear these things. I just buy it for like just being cute and be cheap, and I just get it because I like to get like little. I be thinking that it's only $20, and then sometimes it'd be only $20, but then it'd be like only $20 5 or 6 times, and it's like okay, I should stop doing that because now it equals up to like 200. But you know, I do stuff like that. I get like little cheap things, and I be feeling like I can't pass it up, and then sometimes I get more than what I need, or sometimes they send me extra, or they give me the wrong size, and instead of returning it, I just buy another one because it was cheap. And I also got this. I didn't open it because I already knew what it was, and I was like, damn, because I ordered something. I ordered this. Yeah, I ordered this thing like so. It was something that happened where they was doing like a Christmas grab bag or whatever, and the person I put this on my wish list. This is a Stanley cup, right? But I didn't want the Stanley handle because I prefer to have like I like it when I do this with my drinks. So I don't got the handle one. And I didn't want something that big. And I did want something that don't spill. So I was like, I'm gonna just get this one. This one is mad cute, right? So I put this on my Christmas like thing for like the grab bag. And whoever got I got the person they give, but whoever had me, I never got the gift. So I was like, okay, they didn't send me the gift. It's whatever. I'm not gonna make a big deal about it. Like it's whatever. So I just went on and bought it myself. And then here comes the fucking package like a week or two ago, and I'm like, This is supposed to be for Christmas grab bag. So I don't know if the person bought this shit like 2 months later, because it should not have took this long to come. But I already knew that this was the goddamn the Stanley Cup that I wanted for grab bag. So I'm like, here goes this. So now I got two. So I don't need to. So I could give this away, and I could give this away. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'll see like next live that I do. So hopefully people could think about it. Whoever is willing to give me the address, or maybe if you got a PO box, give me somebody else's address that you could get it from, or whatever. Think about the people that wants to do it that be on my live. I don't care who wants it. If you're willing to give me your address, I'll do like a next live. I'll do a 1 to 50 number. Just say the number, and whoever wants it, and you want to give me your address, it'll be mailed out to you. You don't got to worry about the mailing, the shipping, or nothing like that, because it's only going to be like $2 or $4. So I could just pay for the shipping. I just literally don't want to throw it out. And I prefer to give these things, these extra things, to people I like that's on my show supporting me, than give it to people that's randomly in the street. But people in the street love it. They be like, "Oh, thank you," when they see it's free, and I don't literally want nothing for it because I just don't want to throw it away. So I got other stuff. I think these two things, and I probably could find other things, but I'm not sure yet because I think I gave some stuff away already randomly. But just think about it. If you all coming on my lives and you're here and you want to do like one of these damn things for free, everything free, you just willing to give me an address to send it to, and then it'll be yours that week whenever I get a chance to get to the post office. But anyway, that's all I really want to come here and say, man. I had a good time with you guys. I will definitely be back in 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, that I have a better show. I didn't really have a good show because I didn't really have much planned. Like sometimes I'll be having something to talk about. This time I really didn't have nothing to talk about specifically. So I just wanted to go over some things that pop up. But next time I come up here, I'm going to talk about, I believe, Wendy Williams and Mariah Carey. For some reason, I feel like Wendy Williams and Mariah Carey could be the same person, but I'm still doing a lot of research on how this would be possible. But something is telling me that Wendy Williams and Mariah Carey could possibly be the same person. And I am still looking into it and seeing if I could come up with something. And yeah, that hopefully I'll see you guys next time. So let me just see really quick. Did I look at all the comments? Yeah, I did. Um, yeah. Okay, yeah. So I think I went through all the comments. And thank you so much for all the nice comments, y'all. The people that were sending nice comments. And like, share, and subscribe. And hopefully you guys will be here next time. So catch you later.